Yeah, you beat me twice in a row. Can we talk about fantasy?
Yeah, we can talk about fantasy.
Are we on? Oh my god. Are we on?
Yeah,
we're They can't hear us. Hey, everybody.
They can't hear us? Yeah, everything's fine. This is the pre-show.
Did we just get on, or have we been on?
No, we just got on. It was right as the football topic dropped.
Okay.
That's when we turned on the cameras.
Because I needed one person the last week of fantasy to win. It was down to Russell Wilson putting up at least like 28 points or something like that. Yeah. Something that's plausible, but not lately. And it was Marcos's team.
It's plausible for Russell Wilson, like at the beginning of the season.
Right.
Yeah.
He got 3 points. Marcos loses. I lose to TJ, which puts me in that position. I drop down. Guess who I get to play in the first round again? TJ, who proceeds to mollywop me with the same team he had. All my players had COVID.
I didn't check this.
My players had COVID for 2 weeks in a row. The way it worked out. Austin Eckler was dead. Darren Waller's dead.
I should have had Kyler in when he was on his bye week. I was just not caring.
Right. So you mollywop me 2 weeks in a row. I get to him. I pay it back for 7th place.
Nice.
That's not. It's not
a
good.
lucky number. It's great.
Out of 10 and 2 people who gave up 3 weeks in,
7's a lucky number.
He's the only one I beat for real.
It's the number of the Lord.
Yeah, and I beat you in the last time. So
When?
the last time we played, I won.
Fantasy?
Yeah.
How did
I forgot.
How did I play?
I don't even remember when we played that.
Yeah, I was on an uphill slope where I beat everyone, but it was the only 5 games I won. The last 5 games I won.
Spoiler. Yeah.
I have like 4 or 5. No, I'm actually in 5 leagues, and I was like, money, not this one.
Well, there was money, but then the band got disbanded. Everyone gave up.
So that's what I gave up.
Tommy had 2 bye weeks because JJ picked only JJ names. So like Josh Jacobs, Jerry Jeudy, other
really
JJs.
Creatively terrible team.
Yeah, he lost every game. He lost every game, but Tommy got to play him twice. I think another person got to play him twice. Like in
First stream of the year. Thanks, guys.
This is the second. You missed the last one.
First stream of the year.
First. Don't you disrespect my efforts.
No, I'm kidding.
And EA being
I feel like
shitty.
gaming counts as something else since it's not our forte.
No.
Not yet.
Getting paid is our forte each and every day and every way.
No, we
we gotta get on that too.
Well.
We're talking about
whip y'all into
nerd
shape.
stuff here. Wearing my Dongs karate shirt and looking at your Cobra Kai t-shirt. We don't do nerd stuff.
We're about to have
Talk about men. Football.
We're talking about season 4 of Cobra Kai on the sports show.
It's great.
Done.
To be honest, I haven't seen Cobra Kai. I actually haven't even really watched all of the Karate Kid movies.
You don't need to, 1, because they flash back every 30 minutes.
Oh, that's
and
good to
2,
know.
it's the easiest watch on television. It is candy of television. It's 30 minutes.
Might even be like 25.
Yeah, you could get a few episodes in, walk away, come back. They do their 3-minute recap. You're back. It's so easy to watch.
Each episode's under 40 minutes. They're like
Yes.
half an hour.
Yeah, less.
That's great.
Yeah.
Too many shows are getting too damn long.
Yeah.
With this streaming.
Boba
platform
Fett
stuff.
sucks.
True. I mean, I feel like people
need
are
to
like,
get
cool, now we're streaming. We just have to be 45 minutes to an hour. When Arcane was like 30 minutes, I said, oh,
Yeah.
a normal television show.
Like my new platform, I guess, when it comes to entertainment is respect my time. Like, especially when there's so much content out there, like movies that are way too long. Man, that new Matrix movie, it's 2.5 hours. And half of it was showing clips of a much better Matrix movie that came out in 1999. Really, really pissed me off. Wasn't a fan. Didn't care for it.
No, I mean, it's so true, right? Because audience out there, I'm certain you're in the same camp. All of us are in the same camp. Every day, as you get older, time is just becoming more and more precious, right? Everyone knows that.
Everyone dies.
On that note, thank you, Silence Gaming, for subscribing Tier 1 and spending your time with us.
Fuck yeah! First subscription of the year.
We'll keep this show short.
No, we're going to
Bye.
go 4 hours.
Yeah, we got your money. We're good. We only need 1 every stream.
For every sub, 1 hour is subtracted from the show.
That's a terrible marketing plan.
Yeah, we're one hype train away from being like, that was a great show, guys. We just started.
So I hope you like sports. Not talking about it this week.
It's not how much time you have, it's what you do with it. So, and then don't show clips from the old Matrix movie in that time, because that was a waste of time. You see that shit? You see that new Matrix movie?
Fuck no.
It's awful. You should see it.
Tommy wanted to review it, and then...
Did he like it?
Yeah, Tommy liked it.
Of course he did. Contrarian ass.
It's funny, man.
He was like, I kind of like it. And then I was like, all right, well, I guess if you want to review it, we can. And then nobody volunteered to watch it. I still haven't watched it.
It's
I'm not gonna-
trash, dude.
Look, it's
Didn't Tommy like Eternals?
Tommy.
Yes.
Tommy like
I
the
enjoyed
movie with the car fucking the woman.
Yeah, that was his top pick.
What movie was that?
Titan.
Titane.
Oh, I've not seen that.
Don't.
It's as horrifically terrible as you think.
Do you want to watch a car impregnate a woman?
I don't think you actually
a lot of blood.
see it. Like,
Do you want to have it implied in anything you're watching?
Does she like give birth to a little baby car?
Yes.
it's
that
the first
happen?
car. It's Speed McQueen.
Or like a high
Lightning McQueen?
Yes.
Like a car human baby?
Yeah.
So it's like Owen Wilson in Cars.
I wish. I wish it was that
first
charming.
just goes, oh wow, like a suit
As it comes out.
right out of the chute.
It's actually Titane's actually a Disney movie. It's a Pixar movie.
Yeah. It's the
prequel.
It's the prequel to Cars universe, the cinematic universe.
Yeah.
Which they never. It's still the biggest puzzle of them all. Of how the fuck is this world a thing?
Oh, Cars world?
Yeah, I don't like worlds that don't make, like, I can understand fantasy, right? But it's a very standard, basic ass world with just living cars and structures that are designed only by human hands. It's too confusing for me.
Yeah.
So, like,
Who makes the gasoline that
is
they
that
drink?
better or worse than Toy Story, where it's like all toys are living things?
It's worse.
It's worse, way worse.
Toy Story, I can relate Toy Story to our world because there are people in it. Cars, there's just talking cars. I was watching Cars 2 with a friend of mine not too long ago, and we were talking about the same thing.
Mind you, not a child.
Not a child.
Okay, so two
No.
adults watching Cars
No.
too.
Yeah.
Just want to maintain
We were
that.
in quarantine, chatting digitally, drinking, watching a bad movie, having fun. And we were bringing up that same point of contention. Like, this world doesn't make sense.
It doesn't.
And this dude just says, man, imagine being born a crane. Because they had like one of the cranes, like
Yeah, Tow
anthropomorphized.
Mater. He's the guy.
Imagine being like born an inanimate object. It's ridiculous. It's absurd.
They have. Oh,
Right, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like,
Like cars,
Oh.
cars aren't the only vehicles in cars. There's cranes, there's boats, there's jets.
there's the planes. There's a whole shitty movie about
Yes,
that.
yeah.
I mean, but then what gets really confusing is that they do have livestock, because in the first movie,
Oh, that's right. And they're tractors.
and there's tractors.
Yeah.
So now you're getting into some. But Disney, no, this is a Pixar movie, but Disney is all about that shit because Pluto and Goofy live in the same world, and no one explains that either. So I'm like, dude, what's this hierarchy? When did tractors become the Negroes? I don't get this, bro. You have them in the field working, producing the food. Got Owen Wilson driving around. Got these niggas on the side mooing. I'm not okay with this.
Disney,
So
we need answers.
In 3 Cars movies, is not one of the race cars like black?
No, I mean what is it? I think Doc was Doc. No, Doc wasn't black.
Doc wasn't black.
No, it's
There's a
Paul
couple lowriders that are Mexican. You can see the problem there.
Yeah, there's an old Volkswagen that's a stoner. There's a lot of stereotypes perpetuated in the
How
car
do you milk a
sales.
tractor? The chat is asking.
How do you? With what hands?
Yeah. Why do you need milk if you're a car?
What if it's oil? What if
Yeah.
they're all diet?
That's bad.
Diet.
Yeah, it just raises too many
Dairy diet.
unpleasant questions.
Yeah.
Many are racially insensitive.
Well, like you said, if they were born a
And a
crane,
lot
like Tow Mater was doomed to be a tow truck. He could not be anything else.
No.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So he's enslaved forever to be a tow. What if he had dreams? What if he wanted to be a race car? He can't.
Yeah,
That's
you're
probably
born
the
into a
plot of-
class system.
Yeah.
You are literally born into a class
Right, you're a
system.
race car. Good, you have the nice breeding qualities to be a race car.
Cars
Lightning
can't have
McQueen.
dreams.
Yeah,
You can't achieve anything. You're a fucking
unless
car.
you're fucking. So then we can assume that the lowriders are like fucking cyborgs because they're adding adjustments to their body to make themselves better.
That's true. What's the human equivalent of that?
So
Like
they're just so all the
prosthetics?
Mexicans
Yeah,
are body
they-
modders, fucking
No,
great.
they're basically actually no, that means they have money. They're going through plastic surgery a lot.
What money do they use in cars?
I don't know.
He is saying the black character was Flo. I never saw Cars, so you guys
Cars
go.
3.
Wasn't that the insurance lady?
I don't remember the character of Flo.
Is that Cars 3?
Cars.
I think
don't
that's
know.
Cars 3.
Hold on, I gotta check.
I've seen Cars 3, and I don't remember the character of Flo. Granted, I saw it years ago.
I've never been interested in watching Cars. What?
Well,
There's a ghost now.
the first Cars, The only thing I like about it is Paul Newman. Paul Newman's very good in it. Cars 2 is a disaster. It was my first time watching it from beginning to end in quarantine last year. Cars 3, I have to admit, I think was my favorite one.
It's the best one?
It was the one that was like, oh, this is a movie about race cars. Maybe we should make it a sports movie, which is, it's like, oh, well, that makes a little bit more sense. The world is still nonsense.
Which is the one with the epic poster of him dying?
That's Cars 3.
Cars 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
The gritty reboot.
Yeah.
So I think I'm in the same wave as you. It's Cars 1 and 3 of existing. Cars 1 to me is inoffensive in terms of like, okay, it's the first one. It's doing simple. Like, it's not great. It's not by any means any of the top Pixar's movies. But if you were to just have Cars 1, I think no one would be like, oh, it's fine. It's in the middle of the pack.
It's good for babies. My nephew is a baby, and he loves cars.
But then Cars 2 drags Cars 1 down because it's an association. So I hate the first two.
Isn't that the one with Super Spies?
3 does bring it up quite a bit.
Yeah, I was surprised at how much I was like, this one ain't bad.
It's a good movie.
Well, the second one was Spies, right?
Yeah.
Yes, which makes no sense.
Because no hands.
Spy cars. It's like, okay.
How do you murder a
but
car?
what else?
Can you murder? Are they murdering cars in that movie?
Just get them in a wreck.
That sounds great.
So many cars die in Cars 2.
Are you serious?
Dead ass serious.
That's awesome. How is that not the best?
I was shocked. I was kind of like, how do you want me to feel, Pixar? Like, you're humanizing these cars and then you're
killing them,
brutally destroying them.
I mean, it's like Hawkeye. It's like, hey, you want to watch this Christmas TV show? We're going to murder lots of Russians.
I mean, I didn't watch Hawkeye, but
they murder lots of Russians.
Jesus.
Like, for real.
But like Hawkeye is a superhero show, and Hawkeye is like an agent and a spy or whatever. He uses a bow and arrow. You don't use bow and arrows to go, hey, stop. No, you use them to kill people.
But what about cars? You use cars to kill people if you're strategic enough.
Well, a car is not built to be a weapon per se. It can be used as one, just like a chair.
But what if you are the weapon because they are the cars?
Well,
See,
yeah,
this is why
that's
it's
suicide bombing.
That's why it's a messed up children's movie. Like, it opens
They get in a
up-
wreck. Yeah, like they are the one.
So what if you murdered somebody by just slamming yourself
Exactly.
into them?
It'd be like me bumping into somebody and we both died from it. It's ridiculous.
He hit my tailpipe. That's it.
He's not going to make it. He's got a bruised shoulder. Like, it's
just like you're trying to tackle somebody to bruise their kidneys.
I mean,
so they just can't
Also,
live anymore.
Technically, right? If you're driving all your life, cars by proxy have engines. And to be honest, if you're like, because they have to, they wouldn't be lasting more than 5 years. They drive everywhere.
Yeah, can cars be immortal in that world then? Can they just like replace parts? Is it like not the Oedipus ship? What is it called?
What?
No, the Theseus. The ship of Theseus.
Oh.
Not the Oedipus ship, whatever that is.
well, Paul Newman's character died off screen because Paul Newman died in real life. But they never really explain how he died. Did his engine just give out, or did he
Carburetor.
He drove into the ocean.
Yeah.
Is there just a ritual? Yeah, you just drive and you don't turn around.
Yeah, was it
Sold it for parts.
was it some form of ritualistic suicide?
Yeah, they're like you get to fill your tank up to F and you just go until you.
This is a robot chicken skit for sure. At some point.
That's super depressing. That at any point you could just stop living. Like you're on empty. You're gonna die if you don't drink or eat right now. Like we have that internally. It's like 2 weeks without water and like 7 days without water, like 2 weeks without food. But we don't have a meter that says that.
Yeah.
I'd be so paranoid if we had that.
Well, I think they address it in Cars 1 that when a car has no fuel, they just can't move. So I don't think it's a death sentence. But
they just atrophy.
I guess, yeah, or like because they're still conscious. It's
Is that how they do criminals then? They just bleed them, they puncture their gas tank. It's like you can't move forever.
But then you're just literally stabbing someone and letting them bleed out.
No, but they don't die. That's not how they die. That's like being without blood. And
Also, how do they stab?
yeah.
I was about to ask, like, is there a car with like
they got
a
those
horn?
spikes. No, those spikes, the tire spikes, they just have them a little bit higher.
Dude, I hate this. I hate this.
Dude, the Cars movies, they open up too many questions and not enough answers.
Not enough answers. I want answers,
Not
punk.
a fan.
You know what it does have? Well, actually, we'll talk about questions. Still no answers. Even when you are given answers. Antonio Brown, football. Let's talk about it.
Are we going to go do this in the
we're-
show?
We're gonna hit the intro real quick.
Yes, let's hit the
He's
intro.
he's the
real quick.
Cars 2 of the NFL. the same thing as health insurance in the Cars universe?
This technically isn't copyright.
We didn't get permission from the National Football League.
This isn't on the National Football League.
Yeah, this is a
somebody's
fan.
This is somebody's cell phone. We didn't get Karen's permission.
12 men on the field. If I was a ref, I'd
Dude,
be
the
petty.
kicker doesn't even care. I never noticed
That's
that.
how locked in those motherfuckers are. That's why.
Oh, whatever.
Dude, there were people who were at the game saying initially they thought there was a streaker on the field.
Yeah, and he was about to get sacked.
Yeah, they didn't realize that it was Antonio Brown.
Good evening. Welcome to the Commitment to Mexcellence. Our first topic today is going to be Antonio Brown, as you just saw his escapade.
Yeah.
But before that, just a quick intro. My name is Marco. I will be the host of my show. Because the Raiders are winning, to my right we have...
Hold on. Where are they going to find you?
What? JL Marco 62 into anything, including Words with Friends, and I'll show up.
You can find me, Sam Gonzalez, at the Mexcellence on all forms of social media. How you doing, everybody? Welcome to the new year. It's awful. And joining me over there diagonally...
Oh, hi, everybody. I'm Patrick. You can find me here, nowhere else.
Leave him alone.
Yeah, that's right.
That's why I was going to leave social media to the end, because Patrick doesn't care about
You
that.
could drop it. He could do it just like you did it right there.
And to my left...
The fuck did you call him by his first name?
He called
for?
himself by his first name, to be fair. Are
I-
you
I did
rebranding?
open with that.
Is this a new thing you're trying?
Man, people go back and forth. People call me Gertz, which is my last name. People call me Patrick. It doesn't matter.
Nobody
I don't
calls you...
care.
None of us call you Patrick.
Yeah, you guys don't. Because
we're not weird.
Some of my friends go back and forth.
Can I call you
Yeah,
Patty?
I would use it when it's serious, or I'm like, you're super drunk, Patrick. Patrick.
I want to call you Patty.
You're like, get off me, I'm Gert.
You can't identify me. No, my name is TJ.
Nobody...
Yeah, you can find me on TJ Mana on Instagram, and then
Leave him alone on Facebook.
don't hit me up on Facebook.
Seriously, and you could also leave me alone a little bit. Like, don't send me every meme, but you could tell me I'm doing a great job, or if you have any feedback, like the light wasn't on.
No, I just feel bad because if you send me something on Facebook, I barely reply to them. So
Yeah.
Instagram,
I have his cell phone number, and he barely replies to me.
I don't like to be attached to these devices that control us.
Sounds like you guys are just complaining about being so popular and famous.
It's kind of cool.
On that
Like,
note,
not super cool where I can ignore everybody.
on that note, happy January 6th. Happy Insurrection Day.
Oh, that's right.
Memories. Damn it! I really wanted to run up on the Austin Capitol. I couldn't understand why.
Oh, yeah, man. Remember
It was
that?
only a year ago.
Seems like so. People will talk about 2021 went by so quickly. Yeah, fuck you. If you're in Texas, you had a snowstorm. I had a snowstorm the first day of the year. A second snowstorm. Fucking insurrection.
Yeah.
My power went out and I died.
Man,
water went out and I died.
How do I describe it?
Bullshit, dog.
We were smooth cruising through this winter, and then Texas reminded us, nah, it's coming. February ain't hit yet.
If there's
I was
one
about
bit
to
of
say
moisture,
February is when the power went out last year.
if there's one bit of moisture, this whole power shit is going down for years.
Yeah. Last year it was February when Texas turned into a Roland
February
Emmerich movie.
15th. I remember.
It was like overnight. You walked out. I was like, oh, okay, it's nice. I was in a camper for the first day of the snowpocalypse. So it was terrible. No AC, nothing. No, I mean no heater or nothing.
Yeah.
Walked out. It was like, that's lovely, a little chilly, but it's okay. Next day I was like, oh shit. Literally the most snow I've ever seen in Texas in my life.
Right.
Yeah.
Ever.
But most snow I've probably seen since actually going to the mountains of California. That's not the funny part. Gertz, you don't know this story. I got my heart broken the Valentine's day before. It was shattered. I was sitting alone in sadness. Tommy goes, hey, man, I lost power. Can I come to your house? I said, sure, man. I got heat. I got warmth. And they said there was going to be rolling blackouts.
Yeah.
He comes over. We eat the sandwiches. It was a good time. My power goes out.
Yep.
I'm still heartbroken, and then I just have to survive with a broken heart. It was great. And by great, I mean I still haven't processed it. But
Yeah.
we're getting there, baby. 2022 is a new year. Love for all, or whatever.
You know who I don't love?
It's Antonio Brown?
Yeah, actually him. Yeah, no,
No one
not.
likes him that much, but yeah.
No, we'll talk about it, but I have an opinion.
Well,
I mean,
well,
I'm kidding.
that is the topic, like, to begin everything, because it's probably the most interesting. We're probably going to talk 30 minutes just about this. But as you saw in the beginning of the show, yeah, he just threw his pads off and was like, I'm done. I'm no longer going to try. I don't know, because I don't think he meant to quit the team. He just got fired for his escapade, rightly so.
Well, that's what you do when you quit. Is you go, fuck this. You take
I don't
off your
know.
uniform.
I don't
and
know
you
because
throw
from
your
his
shit.
statement, and damn, I can't. I'm really having a hard time taking this nigga serious. All right, look,
He's a crazy person.
no, I get that, but from his statement, it was his intent. Like whenever he left the field, it was like he knew I was a rat.
Yeah, I mean that gesture to me. I mean, I'm not wired like Antonio Brown, thank goodness.
Right.
But it's hard for me to believe that he did a gesture that grand, frankly, that egregious, and expected, I'll be back next week.
Right. That is quitting your job. That is going on the intercom and saying,
But he
fuck
might have.
everybody.
He might have, though.
The only reason I said that was because
Yeah.
I don't think he plans for tomorrow. Like his whole life has
Right.
been life has been a series of like, it's okay if I don't have to pay the people that work for me. What's the worst that can happen? And he's been doing that.
He's done that so many times, and it's gotten worse every time. He really needs to pay people.
He just he would have so less trouble if he just paid people.
Yeah.
If he just thought about next week, that's why I'm like, I'm not sure he meant. This dude lives moment to moment, and
That's fair, yeah.
Oh, he lives in like.
Denial?
Okay, can
Yes, denial. He
Y'all,
lives in
y'all mind if I
denial.
kick this one off?
Yeah, go for
Sure.
it.
Perfect. Okay, look. So, for starters, I'm with you there. Antonio Brown lives for Antonio Brown moments. Motherfucker is posted I don't know if y'all saw his Instagram today. Actually, want to do me a favor? Pull it up for me. Man, it's just clowning. Doesn't really care.
I had heard reports that before his escapade, he had a sexcapade and got an OnlyFans model and took him to the hotel room the night before. This was before his diatribe and his quitting. So
Well, I mean,
dramatically.
that's
He's-
man
no,
with money.
No, but like he's just doing it. That's all he's doing.
I mean, that's when you have money. Yeah, no, sure. Like him doing that, whatever.
I don't care about that.
Yeah,
If he had
You're
sex
allowed-
at a hotel the day before a game, okay.
With an OnlyFans lady.
Yeah.
I don't think that matters at all.
don't
I mean,
care.
half the NFL and the NBA hook up with just Instagram models most of the
Yeah.
time.
That's fair, but Instagram models at least aren't doing it professionally.
Why is that better or worse?
I don't know.
Where's this judgment coming from?
Yeah, whoa, that's a lot of judgment, nigga. Like, calm down.
I figured it out. I'm just saying, if there's an OnlyFans, he can afford $20 a month. For all
Antonio
the
Brown has
videos.
done way, way, way worse things than this.
Sammy's like, literally, we're like, this
someone
man.
from OnlyFans. What a bastard.
He,
Okay, so that's-
consensually had sex.
Fine. By your thing, Hitler could punch a baby, and he's like, he's done worse things.
What does that have to do with
Punching a baby.
bad.
Whoa.
Still bad.
You are derailed. No, whoa.
One. Do you know what a straw man is? And how much that is one?
Yes, I do, and it's on purpose.
You stop applying Antonio Brown logic to this Antonio Brown story.
Yeah, this
You
is.
mean to Hitler? Yes, you're right.
I'm sitting here to like.
It's January 6th. Nothing matters, okay? Fuck it. You can just lie. Apparently, you can just lie in America. It's cool.
Shut up.
What were you going to say?
What do you want me to see on Antonio Brown?
Oh, damn it.
Oh, yeah.
He took it down.
Did he take it down?
Oh, look at his story. Maybe it's on there. Yeah,
They
but
make you seem like the bad person so they can feel
Yeah.
right about their wrong. Shut up, Antonio Brown, you fuck
keep it
man.
going.
Yeah, keep going.
God, I'm gonna fight him
How
in
do
the
I-
streets. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
No, keep going. No, there's one in particular.
Maybe you should have. Okay.
Nope. This is Antonio Brown's mind right here. We're going through its mind.
It's it's mine.
Keep going.
I have to take a second to turn this in. Okay.
Had you not seen this yet?
No.
Oh, dude, yeah.
What's happening? Oh, is this?
Oh yeah. Oh, these are all the good. This is all the good bits.
I'm all
Yeah.
in, coach. Really can't get to full speed. I want to win, want to be there, so on and so forth. This is him texting Bruce Arians saying that he's not 100%.
Yeah.
And then Arians proceeds to say, come see me, what, in the morning or some shit like that. You
Yeah.
moved too fast. But yeah, so he's saying that he was in contact, he was injured. And then Tom Brady's trainer, is that what it was? Tom Brady's trainer was like not providing services or something.
Look how polite Alex Guerrero is in that message.
There you go.
And that.
So you go from that. That's exactly the change that I wanted. You showed everything I needed.
It was so weird. Like when you look at this correspondence with Alex Guerrero.
I appreciate you reaching out to me. I completely understand that you want to go in a different direction. Thank you for the opportunity to work together. You are a wonderful person.
Yeah, it's like Alex Guerrero is very nice in this message, and Antonio Brown's like, "Look at this jerk," and it's just like, what are you talking about? Even the Bruce Arians message was like Bruce Arians saying like, "Hey, like, come on in tomorrow. We'll talk about it. Love to have you to be able to play if you can."
Look at these crazy people.
That's exactly what a coach should say. It's
Right.
like that's.
By the
I
way,
don't
on
understand.
AB's thing, this will be another story we have today.
Oh yeah, is that him at the Nets?
Oh no.
Or at the Nets game? Was that picture back there though? Him at the Nets game?
Yeah.
Like he went there like the night of.
Yes.
Yeah, he was like, I don't have a ride home.
That's why he
Might
did.
as well taking some basketball.
That's why he did the Home Alone picture because he doesn't know what to do in New York. He just
Right.
left there.
Yeah.
But no, the reason I wanted to go over that is not only because there's plenty of conversation points to be brought by that Instagram story.
He's like Antonio Brown equals Hitler.
Apparently.
There is an argument to be made.
No, there's not. He's not that bad. But seriously, this man's mind is all over the place. That said, and we'll get to the mental health things that I think are points. There's a certain degree that I can only extend that to. Look, Gertz mentioned it. We've all been saying it. There's literally no situation to where if you read those messages, if you just see and you know the character of, some of the people from those interactions, particularly Bruce Arians, who is legitimately like a player. Motherfucker gave Jameis Winston like 8, basically 5, I mean, it's not 8, but 5 seasons. So it's like to do whatever, to figure it out. He's a very flexible coach. He says he's on a paper thin line with AB, but Tom Brady's got your back. You have sponsorship from Tom Brady. Yeah. You have some who's genuinely being a friend and making sure you have a job. If you're in Tom's circle, you'll never not be on a team.
And is there a more player-friendly coach than Bruce Arians?
No!
I don't think there is.
He came from Mike Tomlin to Bruce Arians. That's like night and fucking day.
Mike Tomlin's a player's coach, too.
I was about to say maybe Jason Garrett.
Jason Garrett.
Yeah.
Nah,
But let's
he's
put it this
neutral.
way. Let's put it
he
this
just
way.
claps.
I
He's
hate
not
Tom-
any type of
I hate
coach.
Tom Brady probably more than any person alive. That being said, it doesn't extend
No, you
more.
don't.
No, I do. It doesn't extend more to
Why?
Bruce Arians. Don't get me started. But that's pizza. No, but Bruce Arians. Yeah, I'll get it. But
Yeah.
Bruce Arians, I have no qualm against him. As much as I hate Gronk, Brady, the Bucks for beating the Raiders, I hate them all. I have no qualms with Bruce Arians as an individual, which makes it like, okay, at least he's kind of a nice guy.
Yeah.
No, he's always.
He's a bit of a grump, but in like a cartoony kind of way. Like when he'll drop F-bombs during like press conferences and stuff like that. But all the players like playing for him. He's done a lot of good for the league. He's probably the most progressive coach when it comes to issues on like race.
Yeah.
So like he's been in the league for like 40 years. Like you'd be hard pressed to find anyone to say a really damning thing about Bruce Arians.
I mean, just take it from the players that like are on that team. You
Yeah.
have Mike Evans, who genuinely is one of the best players in the league in terms of his performance and his character.
yeah, and he was trying to calm AB down.
And he was- and you
sidelines.
see that.
Yeah, he's like, "Yo, man, like, what are you doing? Relax."
I think at that moment when Mike Evans was trying his best and he couldn't do it, I was like, "There's no hope."
No,
Like,
there's
that
no
is
hope.
Yeah.
There's probably no nicer wide receiver in the NFL than Mike
He's
Evans.
because Mike Evans, like he literally, he's one of my favorite players because, after, I think I became a Bucks fan like in college, right? And after Jameis and all that, but, he makes interesting football. Best wide receiving core combined with literally a man who is not afraid to throw it down. It's a beautiful show.
I just keep thinking about Tommy saying he steals crab legs,
Oh, dude.
which he does.
He does.
Or he-
Jameis
or-
Winston?
Yeah.
He did.
He
I should
did.
say.
Ex
yeah.
crab leg convict.
Oh,
okay?
no. I saw him. This is a sidebar, but I was watching it last night. He got suspended for a game at Florida State because he yelled, and pardon my French, you remember the catchphrase, fuck her right in the pussy?
Oh.
He screamed that into the students section, got suspended for the game, still went out dressed to convince his coach that he could still play. And they're like, no, get the fuck out of here.
I like a man with that
He's-
much willpower.
It was
Chaotic.
It was Florida State versus Georgia Tech, so they were like, we don't need you. We could beat this.
Yeah.
Right. No, but he's just out here just causing chaos. I was like, wow.
No, I know, but I still remember that, like, because that was a big story for a little bit in
Right.
ESPN, and they were like, they sat him out against Georgia Tech. It was like there was nothing. They didn't lose anything by not
And
playing.
guess what? Still has a job. He's a great person. No, I'm kidding.
And he got LASIK, thank God.
But all those points, adding in, like you have really, when it comes, you have a team where there are players there who should be drama queens with their stats and have never raised a problem. Chris Godwin, you don't hear these names in any headlines. They're there to do their job. That's always been the Bucs' MO.
Yeah.
Like, you have a really consistent team, not a lot of drama coming from it. Most drama you're getting is from, like, and Bruce Arians fought to try and, not fought, but, like, you fought for plenty of time trying to keep James, like, trying to keep him looped up. You're having a team that once you're part of the unit, they want to keep you there, they want to develop you, all those kinds of things. And so, I might be able to understand a perspective from the Raiders. I actually gave him that point because Gruden. Because he called Gruden racist before, and I was like, oh, well, hey, you were actually right.
True.
I didn't let the Mike Tomlin Pittsburgh thing slide, but that was Mike Tomlin kept him under the ropes for 8 years.
Yes, he did.
8 long
Yes, he
years.
did.
Kept that man silent.
I think they should retroactively give Mike Tomlin like 6 Coach of the Year awards.
No.
No.
I digress. Not digress. I go against
protest.
that. Protest. I protest that. Because I don't think he was a problem in all that time.
With the Steelers?
Yes.
No.
Yes,
No.
I
No.
think-
He was definitely a problem.
He absolutely
I
was.
think in particular, though, because the way the timelines work out where all this shit started coming out is when Vontaze Burfict took off his fucking head.
There were reports of him being like this in college.
I think
Also-
Vontaze Burfict hitting him in the head did nothing for it.
No, it certainly didn't help.
You're right.
I don't-
know, but you give a guy that you put him out like that, that's gonna make a guy kind of chase some ghosts that aren't quite there.
Even last year, like Mike Tomlin was like, I forgot who he was talking to, and it was reported. There wasn't a video, like wasn't him in front of the press, but he was like, man, if you knew half of the stuff that we had to deal with Antonio Brown. And I'm inclined to believe it.
The numbers now with some
Sorry.
No.
Keep going.
No, I mean, the simple thing is, like, a lot of people reference the Devonta Davis hit. Like, you just get
Perfect.
Perfect to me.
It was a terrible hit.
It was very bad.
Yeah.
Like, it's very
Like,
bad
I
hit.
get why people bring it up.
No, I totally
To
understand.
bring up like what Gertz was talking about. You bring up like shady things that you know because you went to college around the same time that Mark Sanchez went to college. He does.
Oh yeah, Mark Sanchez.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So of course, there's all those horrible stories with almost every college athlete.
Except Mike Evans. He's awesome.
No, Mike Evans went to Texas A&M and was actually like an outstanding.
Hunter
citizen.
Renfro
He's
held
pretty
it
great. I was like, Mike Evans is pretty awesome.
bagged groceries. We can see.
But even like scouts were saying, like, this guy's dramatic, and that's putting it mildly.
So where I think comes into play is, yes. That said, that understanding, right? There's a litany of things, and I want to save the mental, like that ties into the mental health part, and I want to save that for last because I just have to have a conversation on like a grown adult.
Yeah.
Right? At the end of the day, he is still an adult with well of the means to take care of any issues
Oh, yeah.
that he actively wants to. I
Absolutely.
don't care what you tell me. Not paying someone isn't because of a head hit.
yeah, he's crazy. No, he's a crazy person. I hate to be like, I guess, offensive to people who have actual CTE and mental health problems, but there's those people, and then there's crazy people. He's a crazy person. And I'm tired of him being portrayed as something he's not, which is a normal human being.
I think saying someone is crazy is just kind of writing them off without any sort of depth.
But there's things to support it for years, apparently more years than I thought.
It's not, but there's one thing that to be just like he's crazy and throw it away because he has these kind of temper tantrums, and the other thing is to look at it and it's like this dude has been pampered by everyone
Yes.
for as
Yeah,
long
yes.
as he
Thank
can.
you.
But
Yeah.
you could still be crazy for that. It's influenza that one guy called it that one time. It's just like it doesn't matter the circumstances. You at the end of the day, if you're acting like this as an adult,
No, I understand, but to say he's crazy is to let a whole bunch of people that have worshipped him since he was probably in high school, the number one probably receiver of whatever state that he came from, pampered him through high school, probably got away with a lot of shit there.
That made him crazy.
No. I don't think you're inherently completely incorrect. Shut up! Good God!
Agreed with you. There's nothing wrong with that. I
Stop
like you.
it! You.
The chat's correcting you, by the way. It's affluenza, not influenza.
Oh, that's a real one. Yeah,
affluent.
You got it.
I let it slide.
You're
Give it. No, but no, seriously. I don't think you're inherently wrong. But I do agree with you in a true and blue sense. The biggest problem with Antonio Brown is that no one has just stopped him straight up.
Well, we saw Mike Evans try to.
Mike Evans tried.
Like, hey man,
to no avail.
Tom Brady tried.
TBZ tried.
Yeah, he let him stay in his house with his kids.
He kisses kids on the mouth. You don't trust that.
I mean, that's
Tom Brady with
weird,
his
but
kids.
that
Yeah.
doesn't have anything to do with this.
But I'm saying like I have this one really pissed me off.
this outburst.
Yeah, this one, because normally I'm like,
Yeah.
I try not. The thing is with Antonio Brown is I try not to give him that much attention because that's what a nigga wants. That's what he wants. He just wants attention.
Yeah, he loves attention.
He loves the spot on his eyes, everything like that. But this one made me more aggravated, not because I'm a Bucks fan. I'm more so a Cowboys fan. It's because you're in a place where you had one person, it's literally like stomping on the toes of someone who did everything to stick their neck out for
It's
you.
biting the hand that feeds you. I mean, I was upset about it too. Like I was mad about it because a lot of nerve. Because now he is talking trash about Tom Brady, who is the only reason he's still in the league at all at this
Only reason.
Bruce Arians didn't want him on that team initially. And I don't blame him because Bruce Arians was an offensive coordinator in Pittsburgh. He knew what Antonio Brown was. I think, to your point, he's gotten worse. But he was a 6th-round draft pick. Why do you think someone with that level of talent was a 6th-rounder? People knew what he was coming into the NFL. They knew. They didn't expect it to be like this. Like, this is unprecedented. This is absurd. And
6th round is when you usually start making gambles, and it's like, this dude is really talented. We'll see if it works.
But he likes heroin sometimes.
And to your point, Marcos, I guess it's similar to your point. When people use he's got mental health problems as almost like a form of dismissing. Well, one, people are trying to diagnose him.
Yeah.
There are people with mental health issues that don't do this.
That's what I'm saying. That's what.
Yeah, it's not an excuse for this behavior at all. And I don't know if we should. His behavior is ridiculous, so I get why people call it crazy. I mean, I'm just gonna say, beyond just having mental health issues, he's an asshole.
He's just a dick.
He's not a good dude. I mean, he's been accused of sexual assault by multiple women. He's stiffed multiple people. He nearly killed a kid by throwing furniture out of a fucking hotel window. He's a scumbag, straight up. And I get why. I mean, Tom Brady clearly wants him on the team or he wanted him on the team because he's very talented and gave them a good chance to win. And so I don't celebrate Tom Brady for wanting him on the team.
Tom Brady's
still.
a horrible person. You're right.
But I do give props to Tom Brady for being sympathetic as long as he's been, because I could see anyone else just being like, yeah, I'm not talking about that fucker anymore.
Well, there was reports that even after that Tom Brady talked to Bruce and was like, maybe we can fix this.
And Bruce Arians was like, absolutely not. I was like, I gave you 2 chances. Oh yeah, the guy faked a vaccine card.
I was about to say,
Yeah.
he was supposedly on thin ice since the fake vaccine card.
He was
which,
on thin ice before that.
I meant that was supposed to be the last straw,
Yeah.
and then he still goes on and does this. That Bruce was like, no, absolutely not.
And people are criticizing Bruce Arians for kind of walking it back. I don't even blame Bruce Arians for that, because they're holding him accountable for something he said last year. When it's like, oh, he's on, he steps out of line once, he's gone, because our receiving core is still healthy. This year they're not. So it's like,
No.
I'm in the business of winning football games. I hate it. We need him more now than we did last year. What do you want me to do?
It's my job.
Yeah, it's literally his
Bring
job.
in Kyrie Irving. Fuck it.
So because if Godwin was able to play, I think he would have let him go after that vaccine crap. It's like, you know what, you're more trouble than you're worth. With a damaged receiving core, unfortunately, I could see how they came to the conclusion is, you know what, you're not more trouble than you're worth right now, given our current situation as a team.
And then from the team perspective, there hadn't been any instances of like he was being a dickhead outside of it, but he wasn't being in a team. Any sort of team error, because you could tell like it's still like any of the reports that were coming through. Mike Evans called him one of the hardest workers. Chris Godwin agreed with that. Like in the practice setting and in the so he wasn't creating locker room issues, which I think also played into like, hey, you fucked up.
Yeah,
but you've not been a problem. But then that's the key issue. I think it was what was it? Undisputed. This morning talking about it. They said I think Shannon said it best. Antonio Brown, whenever he becomes the focal point.
Yes.
When he becomes the focal point is when he is nothing but a problem.
Yeah.
And then you look back and you're like, that's so fucking true.
Why did he get out of Pittsburgh? Juju was
doing
on the
better,
rise. And Juju won like the team's like offensive MVP or whatever.
And he didn't like that.
No, he was pissed about it. And yeah, Juju even was like messaging him. I think before Juju was even in the league, he was like messaging him on Twitter, and Antonio Brown retweeted it, similar to what he's doing now. I'd be like, look at this schmuck. And it was Juju asking him for advice. It was Juju just being like, hey man, like I want to learn from you. You're a great player. I want to be a great player. I'd love to learn from you. And Antonio Brown's using it to mock him on the internet. He's a jerk.
I have so much vitriol towards the situation because at the worst part of this all is that there are people trying to justify a grown man's actions who doesn't pay your bills.
Look,
he doesn't.
TJ, I need to ask you how you feel about this because I know it bothers me, and I'm not even part of your community / culture. Where no, it's specific. It's very specific to your culture.
You mean ignorant?
Let me
supporting
say
ignorance.
Let me say it.
Oh, I got an entire point.
Because what I've been seeing from this is. They come out, he went crazy, he jumped off and he ran towards the sidelines, and he says he's injured. It comes out that he might have been injured. In my brain I go, he could have just walked off the field. People would have been like, oh my god, is he hurt? What's happening?
Right.
And that would have been fine. But he runs off, he does the parade, and that's it. And so then people are like, oh, he's crazy. Everyone, the news reports, he goes, he's crazy. But then there's people that post.
Someone in the chat a while ago was like, he was jumping up and down a lot for someone with
he was doing jumping jacks.
He said it was adrenaline, endorphins, whatever. But then he goes like, oh, I was really hurt. And then people start posting. Yeah, you see, you're trying to make this brother look like he's crazy. This is how the media makes the brothers and black folk look crazy. And I'm like, this is not the guy. I think, right? I'm not black, so I don't make that call. But like, I don't think this is the champion you're looking for.
I got you.
Help me.
I got you.
Help me. Thank you.
So
I'm looking out for my brother.
I had to save it for my.
You're my brethren. I look out for you. Carlos Mencia was doing some crazy shit. You better let me know.
I couldn't even hide it. I was like,
Can we make Sam take a lap this week?
I'm asking a real thing, aren't I, TJ?
no.
It's legitimate.
Because I was gonna.
No, you had it. You basically did the equivalent.
Antonio Brown.
No, he's not.
You basically did the equivalent of running all the way to the 1 yard line. Like you made all these good points, and then you spiked the ball at the 1 yard.
It's fine.
Hey, I still got three
Daniel
more.
Jones play from last year.
Hey, I got 4 more downs. Anyway,
But no, for reals, that was gonna be my biggest thing here. Look, and I mean this from the heart of hearts. There is nothing that gets under my skin more than African American individuals riding the wave of someone who's just being ignorant and an asshole for what? For what reason do we put ourselves in a perpetual position to where we're supporting and glorifying ignorance? This is a grown man who, yes, even if you want to support him, there's 15 different ways to do this way more professionally and be in the right. There is an entire scenario and world where this is correct, where he leaves quietly, then goes out and says, hey, you know what? I couldn't play because of my ankle. That's the situation that happened. At least in a media portrayal, in a media perspective, you put yourself in a winning fucking position. But I'm so sick and goddamn tired because the first thing I saw on this goddamn man's thread, first thing go on Twitter is like, AB, do you, gotta support you, all the kind of stuff. You're my rhythm. This nigga doesn't pay your bills. Why the fuck are we supporting him? I'm so sick of seeing it. It gets me pissed off to no end because the first thing that you're gonna say is, oh, he's doing him. No, doing you doesn't mean you're an asshole. Doing you means that you're trying to be the best fucking person you can be, and you're making strategic choices that are the best for you, and you keep in your lane. Stay your route. Now, this is different than if some people were calling him out, saying a bunch of slanderous things, saying X, Y, and Z. But every goddamn person coming out of that camp were trying to lead with compassion. And I was taken so aback by the amount of supporters someone has for being a grown man child. And once again, you don't get shit from it. You don't get shit from supporting this dude. It doesn't boost the community, because you know what's happening here is every time that this gets perpetuated, every time that this gets idealized, whatever. Fuck it.
Idealized works.
No, idolized. Excuse me. Every time this gets idolized, every time we put this on everything we put this on the pedestal, and it's not just African American exclusive.
I know.
It just depends on the individual. This time, shoot, it's the same. It's the same shit that you see when Trump and rednecks. It's all the shit that you're supporting ignorant ass claims for what? So you can be in a camp of he's doing him. I wish I could be him. So you wish you could be rich being a dick? Sure, go be a dick. I'm gonna tell you from personal perspective, I'm all about doing me. I put my career above all else. I make sure that I'm putting myself in the best position that I can. And I can also tell you that you don't have to be a dick to do you. You don't have to. Anybody here can tell you I'm a loner type. I don't like to talk to a lot of people. I try and I keep to myself a lot. I get the whole doing you mentality, but that doesn't warrant or justify erroneous actions. That never justifies it. And it just boggles my mind, because now what you're creating is we put it on a pedestal, and there's going to be some kid on Twitter who's going to read this and condone those actions and say, you know what, when I leave my job, if I don't want to be there, I'm just quit on the spot. And you know what the worst part is? I agree with that sentiment in terms of quitting. If you don't like your job, you can quit it whenever you want to, but you do it in a respectful manner. You match the energy of the people who you have, or you leave on a better, higher note, because then you put yourself in a better position for whatever painting, storytelling, all that Y and Z. All y'all guys are doing, all the people out there who are supporting them, all of the people who are putting this man on a pedestal, who are acting like he has done no wrong. And even if he has an inkling of right, nigga has cried wolf and isn't a character and doesn't have enough character highlights to where I can outlook this. Take a receiver I just mentioned. You got Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, one of them try and do this. I'm going to have every ounce of belief in what the fuck happened there, because they've never had a problem before. Fool me once. Shame on, fuck it, fool me twice. 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. How many times can you look at the nigga and keep on justifying his actions? I just hate this whole, I'm right there with you. I hate it.
I had a question. It was just something I had to think about. I noticed. Right?
I despise it to my core, because the more we do this, like, and it's stunning to think that, yeah, in my heart of hearts, I wish I could 150% say that the NFL's done with Antonio Brown. But because he released an apology, there's going to be one team out there that's thinking, that's growing. It's all a performance act. All you're seeing is a grown man child, and that's fine. That's fine. Hey, if you want to support what you want to support, but don't act like he's making some big statement.
Right.
Don't act like he's making some movement. Don't act like this man is positively impacting shit. No, I ain't got no hate for AB. Actually, if you ask my fantasy players, I don't know, we talk about fantasy a little bit later. If you ask the people I've been playing fantasy, I've had the same fantasy league, like my main fantasy league. I've had it for the last 9 years. 5 of those years I had AB. Trust me, I watched his every move, because you have to in fantasy. You learn that player in and out. I really like the one thing I will still say. One thing, when he produces, he produces. He is there for his job. Whenever he's there. If he's cracked on, he's fine. Amazing talent. But talent doesn't warrant stupidity, and talent doesn't warrant ignorance. And before you get up in arms about the mental health point, Gertz mentioned it before. Hey, you see this. You see people with mental health issues. You see people who actively don't have the means to get help.
Right.
Who don't have the support network to get help, who don't have the bounds to get help. He does. And everybody and their grandmother has said it. They said it after the first time. After the hit, they've been preaching it. After he left Pittsburgh, they've been preaching it. After the Raiders, he preached it. Oh, fuck it. Forgot about the Patriots. They were preaching it.
I didn't believe the Raiders. He's a fucking fraud. But whatever. I'm bitter. He froze his feet. God damn it! Who does that?
He was complaining about a helmet when it was an NFL regulation.
He called Mike Mayock a word you can't say on Twitch. Remember that?
That's right.
And he said, "Fine me for that."
Rhymes for saltines.
Yeah, he said, "Fine me for that," and he got fined for that.
So now, I mean, I'm gonna get off my pedestal. I mean, trust me. I have a lot of that was my key feeling coming from that, just because I was like, man, every time, because I love to see. I mean, don't get it twisted. I love seeing athletes have to step up. Backgrounds. Athletes are great stories, almost every single time because a lot of athletes come from backgrounds where they didn't have it like that.
Unless your name's Manning.
Right.
Or
you have dynasty backgrounds, right? But then, a lot of the African Americans in football, a lot of the minorities in football are now starting to build those, right? Because you're starting to get those cycles, starting to make that happen too. And so, but ultimately, there's a lot of great stories in the NFL from people who were struggling, black, white, that's all of them coming from the ground up.
Right.
Yeah.
There's
Just
not
trying
one
to play
NFL
football.
story where it's like, and this is our number one cornerback. He slept on the floor for 12 years. Now he's an NFL thing. Now he's going to buy his mom a house. It's fucking great. Every year. I'm not even joking. What's up?
No, go on.
No,
I'm more than that.
I mean,
It's just,
and
that's
then
what it is.
so that's what I'm saying. Like, from a background perspective, you have plenty of examples of people who come from, because I swear, trust me, I know people came from a rough. No, everybody comes from a rough background in the NFL. That's what happens. It's almost your MO.
Well, the thing is, like, if you're mentally unhealthy, do what Andrew Luck did. Fucking retire. Be done.
Or be like, and I have a perfect example of what happened of a player who said, I'm not mentally able to play this year. We had a direct example. Calvin fucking Ridley still isn't playing.
Yeah.
He said, I'm going through, he first of all, he kept his business to himself. He's like, I don't have to tell anybody why, but he's like, I don't have to tell anybody why, because it's personal reasons. But I'm not mentally able to play right now. I'm going through a lot.
Yeah.
And I respected the hell out of that.
Yeah.
Because he did his thing. He's a great player. It's just like, okay, you know what? That is what it is. And if your team is with you, they'll support you all the way. If you're a quintessential piece to the team.
Yeah. Did anyone on his team complain about that?
No, not a single person did.
No,
they
they
said, the Falcons, if I'm not mistaken, I remember the statement. They were like, we support him. We're not going to talk about it because he requested not to talk about it.
Yeah.
We're done. And people left.
All right.
Fuck,
we need him.
I think
All
he's
right.
mutually parting ways with the Falcons at the end of this year. No.
Yeah.
Just as an update. Yeah.
I mean, and that's
Still-
fine.
No,
done in a
that's still that's still
done in a
yeah.
professional-
Right. He didn't
respectful way.
gallivant around the fucking stadium being like, I'm gone, bye.
And you know what happens whenever you do it in a respectful way? People ain't talking about you. You ain't the center of attention, which is why he didn't want that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Senior Two Phones thinks that, and I mean, this could happen in a strategic sense that maybe he'll go to the Bills.
No.
They don't have any receivers.
They tried. He was going to go to the Bills prior to going to the Raiders at one point. Remember?
Oh, you're
And
right.
he fucked that up.
Yeah. So the
And
Bills
then
aren't
the
gonna
Raiders had to eat it. Fun stuff, Raiders.
Y'all, hey, look, y'all had a racist coach at the time. Y'all, and he
All right, here's a
complained.
guy who I don't like calling certain names, all right? No, it's fucking Gruden. I hate.
Yes.
I just want Gruden to sue the shit out of the NFL. That's all I want.
I don't want him to win on any regard.
No, I'd not.
Good evening, Link Bones Gannon. She's back in the chat. She's asking you because I assume she's asking you because you're the cook to do Rosca bread.
Oh, I don't know how to cook, and I don't like eating babies.
Yeah,
not that is.
wrong person. I cook.
No, but he's the one that wanted the cooking show.
Oh, you're right.
Oh, but I need your kitchen and all your supplies, and you know actually know how to
Senior
cook.
Two Phones. I guess I misread the thing.
What did it say? Are you
No,
gonna
because
do one?
the exact thing was like, so Antonio Brown is putting on a gimmick so he can play those gimmicks, and then they send him to the mail called Bills. Oh, I see what he meant. Oh, I've just read Bills and read it too fast.
I
It was
mean,
my fault.
which team do you think would be most likely to pick him up?
The Rams. They're just collecting the refuse of
I
all
don't
receivers.
think so.
Are you talking about really?
So if he gets
think
signed
of one
this
that does.
year,
Did you say the Rams?
I just said the Rams, just because
No.
the Rams are just absorbing everybody.
No.
That's the joke.
The receiver core is fine there.
Yeah.
Cooper Cup forever.
Yeah, Cooper
Here,
Kupp and
catch it.
Odell. Odell's been playing very well there.
Ooh, he had 2 really, really good catches.
No, but I
Yes.
can't imagine anybody would. Why
no,
would
there's a lot of
you?
teams that would.
But why would you?
Because there's a lot of teams that aren't smart. Washington would do it. The Jets would do it. The Broncos might do it.
The Jets wouldn't do it because I think they take pride that they made a nigga quit during the game. You know how it's true,
yeah, I
You know how I talked about the Cowboys? Cowboys, they made 2 people fight on the sideline.
the
But they didn't do the Jets style. The Jets made a nigga
look
quit and they lost. That is impressive.
Look at the Jets get a +5, not on the record, but in the hypothetical column, they get 5 wins for that.
Because
That's amazing.
the Jets were putting the beat down on the Bucks so bad.
Yeah.
At a certain point in time, before Tom Brady was like, all right, I got to be Tom Brady.
Yeah.
But before Tom activated, oh man, the Jets were up 24 to what, 10?
Something like that.
And they made a man leave the game forever.
I do like that in that statement that was put out, he mentioned we were losing to the Jets.
He did. He did. Like explicitly, he was like, some people thought because we were getting our ass kicked by the Jets, but
we were losing to the Jets, which was frustrating. It's like, well, I imagine it is. Not very many people experience losing to the Jets.
What we don't know is Mike Evans was about to leave too. It's like I didn't come off a hamstring injury for this.
So, last question, I guess. So in regards to this, I imagine you're done with it for the most part.
No.
The last question I was going to ask.
all night.
That's it. I could keep going.
The last question I was going to ask is where does he end up? But we ponzied into that one.
Well, my last question is: does this affect the Patriots and all this bullshit? Because he's not going to not drag
The
this
Patriots?
along. I'm sorry, the Bucks.
No.
The hate in my eyes.
I think Bruce Arians and Tom Brady have too good of a track record and have too much goodwill to really be impacted much by this.
Yeah, pretty much. This is not going to affect.
I mean, this is a non-effect for the team in terms of outside of it just being one of the things that if you play football, you have heard this line before, don't be a distraction.
But this is a team that has been notorious this year of just winning every fucking game and not having any real problems.
Talking about the Bucks?
The Bucks, yeah,
They've lost a lot of games this year.
They've lost what, 4 or 5?
No,
They're 12-4.
12
Yeah,
and
that's
4.
not that many games. They're leading their division and
They've
they're
lost
fine.
to the Saints twice, which is like already enough of a weird.
The Saints are gonna make the fucking playoffs, are they?
Hey, Sean
But might. It doesn't matter. Right?
Payton was like, man, y'all should have just followed my plan. I texted y'all it the night before to the Jets.
You know who else lost to the Saints? Green Bay Packers. Like the 2 quarterbacks being touted as the MVP leads. I think the MVP should be the Saints.
Saints defense is the
One,
best
Winston or
offense.
Taysom Hill?
The Saints defense. Give it to all of them.
I mean, they kept that nigga to 3 points. There's something over there.
Got him throwing tablets and shit.
We want to talk about rising to the occasion. That's all the Saints can do.
But
Is there an occasion? I'm there.
I mean, which teams like? Because I mean, I think in like 24 hours, theoretically, any team could pick him up. Are there any?
Yeah, he's just cut. So
Yeah.
anybody could pick him up.
Yeah.
But I think if he would have been picked off by one of the playoff teams, we would have heard it by now.
Well, I think
No, he can't until then.
I think
Because he just got cut today.
Yeah, there's a grace period of 24 hours. I'm not sure what the thought process is or why it exists. I just heard that it does, and I heard it today.
Tampering?
What about the Vikings? No, I don't think the Vikings. will
Oh,
take
they're
it.
pretty bad right now. They're
not good.
But they're also not going to playoffs.
Well, they also
They're not great.
Zimmer might be fired at the end of this year too. Might, but that's another topic for another day. But
I
yeah,
think he is gone, but you're right. That's another topic.
Thinking of the playoff contender teams, there's not really one that stands out to mind that's in desperate need of receivers.
Because Derek Carr
the
and the
Eagles.
Raiders, but we're not doing that again.
the Eagles are in desperate need.
Yeah, but no, he's not going back to Pennsylvania.
That coach, Antonio Brown, would ride roughshod over that dude. That
Oh, for
Eagles
sure.
coach, that dude. Oh my God,
Who is he? I don't even know who he is.
I forget his name. That's
He's
how,
just some guy.
That's how meek he is. I mean, credit to him. That team looks really good now. Like
They figured it out.
Yeah, they figured
Took
it out.
on a while, but they figured it out.
Yeah, they figured it out. So good on him. Just every time I see a press conference with that dude, he's like, he sounds like me.
Yeah, football's fun.
Yeah.
Football.
Yeah, he sounds like Michael Cera or something. And it's just
That you can't. There's some people who can handle that wave. The Eagles are not handle. You know what? Fuck it. Chiefs, just do it. Just do it.
Oh, I would. All of my soul would hate that.
Oh man.
I would have to fight the Chiefs.
He's like, because you know, Andy Reid's like, I already have Tyreek, bitch. I can handle problems.
Wait. He just ran off the field. He didn't beat his children. That's fine. We're good.
I would just
We're
like
good.
to see Patty Mahomes like get furious and just like pull him in. Just like, if you fuck this up for me, I swear to God.
We're not taking your shit.
Just lost to an 80-year-old man last year. My one shot at being the GOAT.
There's legitimately, he shouldn't go to any team without a Ray Lewis type figure, like some sort of goon that.
Was it a man who murdered somebody?
That's true.
Some sort of goon that says, like, if you don't behave, I'm going to beat the shit out of you.
Yeah, right. Like someone just pulled him aside. He's like, Ray's killed a guy. You stay in line.
Where's the Ndamukong Suh at?
He's with the Bucks. He's with the Bucks.
Ndamukong, come on, man. You're the only guy. Well, then that brings me back to the Rams. Aaron Donald.
The fact that he has been a non-issue this whole time.
Ndamukong Suh or
yeah, Sue.
Oh
like,
yeah,
like
I want him on the Raiders so bad in his whole career.
He's been on his best behavior.
I want him so bad.
I mean, he like
Chat's making a good point. Send him to the purgatory that is the Browns.
I thought I was gonna say that, but Baker Mayfield couldn't give him the fucking ball anyway.
Oh,
Baker's
man.
probably gone after this year.
You
honestly.
think?
Yeah.
I think
You think he's done?
I think so.
How many years has it been? 4? 3?
3, I think.
3.
This is his 3rd.
But he was the only reason the Browns did as bad as they did this season. This was supposed to be their catapulting season. They have a solid defense, 2 solid running backs, a great receiving core.
Yeah.
One of the best offensive lines in the
Yes.
NFL. The only thing that stunk it up was Baker Mayfield.
I've heard people say this. I thought it too while watching it, the Steelers-Browns game, how often they were making him throw. It's like, this is Stefanski making a statement saying, this guy's the problem. Like, I won Coach of the Year last year. The rest of our roster is rock solid. This clown in his progressive commercials can't throw a ball to save his life.
Who's his backup?
So
Case Keenum.
That's right, Case Keenum.
Case Keenum could do some okay things.
He left Baker Mayfield a twist in the wind, dude. He put him in there to fail. He saw T.J. Watt eating him alive and was just beaten off on him. T.J. Watt
hit him again, TJ.
T.J. Watt sacked him 4 times.
I'm gonna have to ask you to not do that gesture so aggressively.
Blame Stefanski.
It's one thing to do it.
I
It's another
saw it
thing
on the
to
sideline.
do it so aggressively
He's lucky this Antonio Brown story broke.
on my program.
Now,
Don't worry, I've said some outrageous shit, Gertz. That was a very aggressive what you just did right now.
I would say that, because with the
Twitch channel just shut down. No.
Oh, he said cracker. No.
with the Browns in particular, like legitimately, you know how much I love Zeke
Myles
and Pollard.
Garrett?
No,
Oh.
Zeke and Pollard.
Yeah.
And I've always said it, the Browns have the strongest 2 running back. You have 2 legitimately starting. One of them is the only reason he's not a starting running back is because he had drama. And you know how much drama he's had ever since he's had drama, Kareem Hunt? None. 0. Zilch. Like you're supposed to do whenever you fuck up in the league. You keep your ass silent.
Like Ben Roethlisberger, he had a big teary goodbye this last week because he had all that drama years ago, and he shut the fuck up.
And
I
that's
don't like it.
I don't think he really shut up.
But he got the big
they
teary
stopped asking him
goodbye.
questions.
Well, he got the big
Roethlisberger,
teary goodbye.
He did a lot of drama, actually.
But he got the teary goodbye still because he didn't do it too much.
Because he's a Hall of Famer. Like he's going in the Hall of Fame. But Big Ben, I mean, he is a drama queen and a half, dude. He had a radio show in Pittsburgh, and he would complain about games the next day.
Did he really?
Yeah. That's why I was like, dude. I mean, that compounded with everything else, it's like this guy's a heel. Get him out of here.
Well, he's out.
Thank goodness.
He's about to. He's crying on TV now.
Yeah,
He might not be out for a little bit. They might make the playoffs at this rate.
They might make it. Yeah.
Raiders win and they're in along with Indiana. Let's go.
Well, that's the next topic. We'll get into that in a
Yeah.
second. But TJ,
Yeah, man. I don't know which team I'd send him to. I think that right now, I mean, my heart of hearts, none. I just want.
Out of the league.
I'd like him to be gone too.
Yeah.
I don't like.
down to the Canadian Football League.
There's too many. Yeah, send him to the Shadow Realm.
How nice Canadians are. Man, he would not last 2 minutes. They would politely ask him to get the fuck out.
But I just want him.
That's right. Get the fuck out.
You know what I think would help AB the most if you really want to? I think it's irrelevancy. Straight up.
Oh, well, I mean, I don't know if he'll ever be irrelevant because, I mean, to your earlier points, for some reason, people celebrate this guy. Like, even when he wasn't, like, playing, people were still like, yeah, AB.
Celebrate Mike Evans.
Show them. It's like,
We
show
don't
them
celebrate
what?
good people.
I know, but celebrate
Like Cooper
him.
Kupp is doing amazing, and I have no idea what his voice sounds like.
I don't either.
I don't either.
Dude, no. Oh, dude, don't get me started on that. I'm like, Cooper Kupp's doing fantastic. And for some reason, people just shortchange him because he's Cooper Kupp. Like, I don't get it.
Because he's a white slot receiver. Let's be real. He's
really good.
He's the best
should
in the
be-
league right now. But he's getting pushed aside because he's a white slot receiver.
He should be the front runner for the MVP.
Absolutely. He's breaking Megatron's fucking record. And Megatron's named Megatron.
Yeah. Cooper Kupp, Optimus Prime.
Or something. It takes a prime to kill a prime. No, it doesn't. Prove that in the other movie. Whatever.
And
I'm
just-
mad about that.
And it's just. There's a whole.
He has a stupid name, too. Cooper Kupp's a
In the
stupid
playoffs, I'd love to have a conversation about reformatting or I think that quarterbacks should just not be able to be considered for MVP unless like they should like some certain categories because
Yeah.
it's just kind of stupid that it's been the same shit every single time.
When's like Charles Woodson was like the last defensive back to win it? It's like, what the fuck?
Like defenses can't ever win it.
Who's that cat that's out of your
Micah
Dallas?
Yeah, Micah Parsons.
Yeah, Mike Parsons.
He's gonna get defensive
He's got
player
like
of the
30.
year.
He has like 35
ain't.
fucking interceptions and shit.
TJ Watt's gonna get it.
Now, Mike is gonna get
especially after
defensive rookie.
Rookie, no, but
Yeah.
defensive rookie.
especially after Stefanski fed him all those extra stats on his.
He decided to pad his stats.
Right, but like that cat's been picking off people everywhere.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So
No,
like,
Traylon Diggs.
Diggs. I'm sorry, Diggs. That's
Oh
what I was
no,
talking
he
about.
ain't even close.
No,
No.
but Diggs is out here doing the work, the Lord's work, and picking off fucking receivers like he should be. But he's not even. Nobody's even thinking about him.
No, defense always gets gucked.
Right. But like he's doing like close to record, not record breaking, but like he's
that's-
on pace.
It's not
to do
even.
really
You don't
well.
even got to go to the other side of the ball. Like wide receivers and running backs will never get it either.
Wasn't AP the last one to get it?
It's
should've.
been like quarterbacks for a while.
Right. But AP's been old for a long time.
I think you're right. Like, who's the last non-quarterback to win MVP? I think it was.
It just gets boring after a while because you know it's going to be a
it's
quarterback.
Tom Brady. Oh,
Or Aaron
it's
Rodgers
Aaron
or Patrick
Rodgers.
Mahomes. It's like, yes,
Who's fucking catching?
They literally. I'm like, yeah. Have you not seen some of the incredible catches come? I like him now. I like Tom Brady in terms of. I like to see him being the actual Tom Brady. I think under Belichick, he was shitty, but. I actually kind of like him in terms of his
Don't
competitive.
you fucking talk
know what I mean.
positive about Tom Brady in the home.
I'm with you. Like, as soon as he got to Tampa,
He had a personality.
I was like, oh, I kind of like this guy.
He's kind of arrogant because he's the best.
He's like Michael Jordan meets Leave It to Beaver. I kind of dig this.
So we got Aaron Rodgers, Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady, Matt Ryan,
Dude, he went off that year.
That was insane.
He
Right?
deserved it.
Cam Newton, Aaron Rodgers, Peyton Manning,
Yep,
Adrian
AP.
Peterson.
That's right.
2012.
Wow, my
10
football knowledge
years
is
ago.
on lock, Holmes.
No, literally, like. I was saying the point. Yeah, I like Tom Brady a lot. Those receivers, Fournette, like the rest of that team, is
good.
Is amazing.
Right.
team.
Like Tom throws like his passes deep. You should see what Mike Evans has to do sometimes to make some of these real.
But me being biased myself, I think the offensive line should be nominated for.
Oh, dude, let's not talk about irrelevancy. I mean, I played O and D line.
Yeah, I did too.
No,
Right.
Yeah.
You played D line?
Yeah, I played offensive line more. I played
Really?
Yep.
And you were portly before. You weren't that portly in my eyes.
I was pretty fat.
Fat, we don't use the word fat. That's unkind.
I use it.
What am I then, Gertz? Call me fat.
Do you want me to?
thick stop.
Please
then I
don't.
won't.
Please don't.
It's like, do you really want that? You don't want
And then
that.
Sam stormed off the show.
But also,
Eat my pizza.
but also, usually, did you play guard?
I played tackle.
Oh, okay, then damn.
Yeah, no shit. You
Because
played.
I'm like, usually guards are like the thinner ones, and then because they're doing the
I was
movements.
fat, dude. Like,
I tell you, I was quite large.
We were just trying to give you some points.
No.
But for reals, like,
was fat as shit.
but O lineman, actually, you know what? I think more of the league should just act like O lineman, aka
Shut up and play.
just do your job.
Shut
You
up,
want to talk
dribble.
about the most unforgiving, unloved role, unless you're in the locker room, like O lineman.
yeah.
It's why quarterbacks get them shit every Christmas.
Steak dinners and Rolexes and
Yeah,
shit.
that's what Derrick Henry was doing.
Yeah, it's like and it's usually like if you have an all-star quarterback or an all-star running back,
Yeah.
that's O-lineman getting all the love. Hey, look, you ain't ever hear problems coming from O-lineman with the exception of the one person from Dallas, right, who was smoking weed. And we'll take that.
And that's great.
Yeah.
We do that on our own as individuals sometimes.
It'll be legal in Texas in like 5 years.
The only time in 20 years that I have ever heard an O-line story is it was actually the Steelers offensive lineman, and all I did was come out for the pledge, like when everyone was kneeling and stuff.
That's right.
Well, no, I mean,
But all he did was come out, and they had all these stories of how patriotic, and he was like, I don't like all this attention, and he just stayed in the locker room after that.
Yeah, he's a lineman.
the last one I remember was the Raiders.
They're like the spotlight.
2002, the Raiders got fucking drunk in Cancun and was like, fuck it, I can't play. So we had a backup center for the Super Bowl. That's literally the most highest profile.
That's a bad move.
Here's there's a whole conspiracy behind that what's his name? Bill Callahan?
Bill Cowher?
No, Bill Callahan, which is the Raiders coach when they won the Super Bowl, changed the plays the night before to make it more like run friendly, even though Rich Gannon was the fucking MVP for passing, and then it fucked our shit up. There's a whole conspiracy. I'm not talking about it.
Raiders fans have a lot of conspiracies.
No. It'd be one thing if I believed it. It's another thing that Tim Brown, who played, fucking said that. He's a reverend. Or about to be.
Just saying it's emblematic of a losing culture.
I will fuck you up, Gertz.
There's a lot of excuses being made.
Hey man, he comes from a
thing
land of
is
neutrality.
one of y'all can make the playoffs, and you can't play
And
each
we're
other.
gonna, goddammit.
I mean, you might.
We're gonna kill the Steelers. I'm gonna go cough on them.
Jaguars to win to get in. I don't know. I don't really like our chances. I'm picking the Steelers, and I don't know if I'm going to pick the Jags or not. To be honest with you, I don't know.
Just out of spite.
I don't know if I'm going to pick the Jags. I mean, I want them to win, but do I think they will? No.
I need Herbert to get COVID.
Okay,
I need it.
Don't say that.
I don't say I want it. I
Don't
need
wish
it.
bad upon people.
I'm not
Herbert's a
wishing
good
it. I
dude.
just willing it. Okay, it's no difference.
He's a good guy.
This
you
is
could
probably-
just play better than him.
I don't trust that.
Oh, okay. It's another conspiracy.
So we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk about two games on each side because this will determine the playoffs.
Yeah.
By each side, I mean the NFC or the AFC. On the NFC side, we have the 49ers have a tiebreaker, so that in order to make the playoff, in order to make the playoffs, in order for the Saints to make the playoffs, the 49ers need to lose. So that's step one. So a question. So I know we do pick'ems, and we're gonna go back to that.
Yeah.
But can the 49ers beat the Rams, or do the Saints have a chance to get in the door?
I'd rather have the Saints in there because to me they bracket busted two amazing teams, and so I'd love to see what they can do.
They're
But
spoilers.
yeah, they fuck shit up.
The Saints do that, man.
49ers will kind of be boring.
Yeah, fuck them.
In comparison.
Well,
but
they need to beat the Rams.
I don't think. I don't know. It
do the
depends
Rams
on who.
rest their
It depends on
starters?
who Matt Stafford is that day. What did I say? By the way, what did I say the fuck last week? You don't know what type of Matt Stafford you're getting.
I won last week.
And he still tried to lose them the game.
Look, are they resting starters?
No, because if
He had 3 interceptions
the 49ers, the Rams
and a
themselves,
fumble. Oh, dude, don't get me started.
Oh, he's mad. Oh, he threw the hat. Hat's thrown.
They got the dub, man.
the 49ers,
Right where it was.
I got it.
the Rams themselves need to win in order to win the West. If they don't,
For the bye.
no, that's not about the
Oh, for the
bye.
West- oh, the
for
West
better
division, okay.
seeding, you get a weaker
Yeah.
opponent.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
No, I get you.
Yeah, so they're not resting anybody. I don't think they want that better.
I don't think anyone is resting anybody outside of maybe the Titans and the Packers because they don't need anything.
Well, the Titans need to win.
I thought the Titans already locked the
They're
third.
they're currently the 1 seed in the AFC, but they haven't locked it.
Okay, so that means only the Packers will probably rest people.
Probably. And Aaron Rodgers says he wants to play, but I don't know what that means because he's a liar. But I think the Titans are going to go all out because they want that bye week, especially with Derrick Henry on the verge of coming back.
That's right,
He's off
yeah.
IR, so you might see him run a little bit against the Texans.
They're not going to hit him that hard. It's the Texans. So perfect.
No, they will probably injure him.
They would be dirty. Yeah, they're in their
Actually,
division.
they don't care. You're right.
They're in the division. They're playing for nothing. It's like, hey, let's shit on someone's dream. That's what
Right.
they're going to do.
We don't have anything here.
That's what divisional opponents do.
Yeah.
We do that. Like the Steelers do it to the Ravens. The Ravens do it to us. And it's understood.
They're going to the practice squad players like, hey, who wants a starting roster spot?
And anytime a ref throws the flag, we're like, what the fuck are you doing? This is a Steelers-Ravens game. Put that shit away.
Hey, they're punching each other out there. What the fuck are you calling flags for?
It's a Steelers-Ravens game. Like, let them kill each other. All right. That's four.
I'm glad that.
Meanwhile, in the NFC East,
No, what division is that?
It's the AFC North.
Yes, the AFC North, AFC West, same thing. Let them punch each other in the fucking throat. Stop calling shit.
I mean-
the Chiefs hate the Chargers, hate the Broncos, hate the Raiders. We
It's
all
not.
hate
It's
them.
not that kind of hate.
no, theirs is rough.
Oh, I mean,
No, y'all are just mean. That entire division is rough.
It is gross.
Out of nowhere, the little brother came out and mollywopped everyone. This
dude, the
weekend.
So who let Kitty bitch out of the cage?
if the Broncos weren't so bad, we're the most vicious fucking divisions every fucking year.
No, they are.
No, they are
it's the
100%, dude. You're not telling. We don't even have a stake in this fight, nigga. We're just telling you like it is. It's a rough and
No one wants to live in any of those cities.
yeah, dude. Y'all are happy.
That's fair.
Maybe
They get
Pittsburgh.
LA and Vegas are nice.
Yeah.
Denver's
Got
quaint.
Cleveland, Cincinnati, Baltimore, and Pittsburgh. When Pittsburgh is the ritziest city in the division, get the fuck out of here,
Just
man.
snow. All they grew up on snow and alcohol, dude. Like,
Yeah. You know what?
Like
Like,
1800s British people. It's just like we don't have clean water, beer
you know what
only.
fine dining is in Pittsburgh? It's like shitty ham and light beer, and it's great. Like I love it. But yeah, that division is gnarly. I mean,
I hear all the time, and this is the only time I tell Skip to shut up, is that, oh, yeah, the Cowboys and the Redskins are the biggest rivalry. It's like, no, it's not. Somehow it became, and because I
It's a
only
big
say
one.
somehow because it's new,
Yeah.
the Ravens and the Steelers is number one for at least 20 years.
yeah, for sure. And like, I mean, the Washington football team and the Cowboys, like that. I like those games too. And there's some dirty shit that happens, so I get that mentality.
they sent like,
Dude, when it wasn't
Last year.
it was last year against
did.
the Washington football team.
bro, there was some vicious shit, bro.
could-
They sent Dak. Right, it was Dak. Dak got injured in the Washington game.
Well,
Yeah.
didn't they concuss?
Yeah, they concussed Danny Dalton.
in a later game.
Yeah, it was both a Washington game.
Yeah, and like your team did not help him up at all.
Yeah, it's like, oh, this happens.
They're treating him like a Red Ryder BB gun.
No, it was
trash.
I will say the chat has your back a little bit because they're saying Josh Man Forever is saying my uncle has fought multiple Raiders fans because of Chargers games.
Dude, my dad. I mean, he fights for fun, but he fought at a Raider game at 50 years old.
But y'all just fight
that happens
for fun.
at like every divisional game with the fans in the stands.
no, this wasn't even a divisional game. This was just some other bullshit. This was
Okay,
like a
look,
random 90s game.
So let me help you out here.
Got
Look,
kids
it's,
Random
what,
90s game. Y'all weren't even good
what
at the
we're
90s.
saying- what we're-
Exactly. He had children and shit. He had 4 kids. He's like, I'm gonna fight at this Raider game.
but what we're saying is in a collective whole, right? Because look, if you want to talk about, hey, we still have the Eagles in our division, and Lord knows they won the Super Bowl and broke their city. So yeah, you have pockets of cray cray.
Yeah.
But as a holistic,
Yeah.
oh, that's a shit show. Realistically speaking, dude, it's
If we're talking about
sad.
cities,
It's
if we're talking about
sad and
cities,
cold in a lot of those places.
all they have.
If we're talking
there.
about city, I'm not talking about cities. I'm talking about the players.
They-
If you're talking about cities, you guys got valid points where those cities are miserable and that's all they have.
No, I'm not talking about cities. I'm talking about the players too, nigga. That's what I meant. I'm at the team.
Well, the Raiders keep fucking drunk driving, so we have our own fucking problems.
Yeah, sure.
we had
Nate Hobbs.
we had to face off against a Hall of Fame murdering linebacker for like a decade with the Ravens. Like Ray Lewis, I mean, dude, like they were
He murdered a man,
He
allegedly.
killed a guy,
It legit
or helped
got-
cover up a murder. Like,
He was there.
He was there. He was an accomplice.
Guilty
to
by
murder.
association.
When the linebacker core got weaker because you only had Terrell Suggs to worry about.
It's like, come on, it's not close. I'm not bragging. It's just that's what it is. My
I would say that now I want to create the most hater division ever by just getting rid of the Browns because they're nice, and then adding the Eagles to this mix.
Well, no, the Browns were timeout. Didn't Motherfucker swung with a helmet. That happened in one of their games.
Miles Garrett nearly killed Mason Rudolph, and Mason Rudolph was alleged as calling him the N-word, like on the field. Like, you're not gonna tell me like, oh, that rivalry ain't nothing. It's like, dude, I almost saw a murder take place.
Well, you can't have a rivalry with Kermit the Frog, to be frank. Like a very good passing Kermit the Frog.
Yeah, when he humiliates you all the time.
Right.
It's not a rivalry
You
anymore.
can't have a rivalry with Kermit the Frog and then Herbert the Surfer. Hey, what's up,
Right.
man?
And then the Denver Broncos
Yeah.
just got rid of all their identity by getting rid of
You got,
fucking
you got
Von,
cute quarterbacks in that.
Von
division.
Miller.
You got a dude who sounds like a Muppet and a surfer dude.
And then a good Christian boy.
Yeah. And Derek Carr is like, by all accounts, seems like a very good guy.
Yeah.
I would love him on the Steelers.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, yeah, you look at with the exception of Lamar Jackson, he has like a horny toad for a face, but
What did you say his face looked like?
like a horny toad. You know what I'm talking about?
A horny toad?
Yeah, I've never been able to unseen it.
right?
Like I've never been
horny
able.
toad.
About those lizards that shoot blood?
Yeah, like when you look at his
got a
like
weird
okay,
face.
put Lamar Jackson on screen and then put horny toad on screen, and you'll see what I'm talking about.
I want to see this. I want to see if it checks out. I'm curious.
It's because of the eyebrows and the facial makeup. I've been unable to see it ever since I made that reel. I think I saw like a horny toad,
no.
like because they.
Oh shit! This is bad.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Ready?
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson.
I'm telling you, bro. It's the same shit.
Yeah, I'm seeing some.
It's the same shit.
That horned
man.
toad threw for 3,000
Yeah.
yards.
Bro, horde toad is wild, bro. But no, I like
you were saying.
I'm sorry I cursed you guys with that. But no, yeah, but when I look at like when I look at Baker Mayfield and I look at and then I look at like Big Ben. So yeah, those just look like dudes who come from cold states who have been beat up.
Yeah.
Like grew up getting beat up or something like that. Just landed in Pittsburgh, got tough.
Yeah, and Joe Burrow, I mean, he's just young. Give it like 2 years, he's going to look all fucked up in the face from getting hit so many times. He's already gotten beaten up.
Too many
Has a
cigars.
Band-Aid. Yeah, literally, he'll have a Band-Aid
Yeah.
on his permanent Band-Aid right around here.
Yeah.
Why? Not because of the football field, because of pub fights.
Yeah, and he's from Cincinnati, or he's from Ohio. I'm not sure if it's Cincinnati, but yeah, like where's Lamar from?
I don't know.
Like the desert with the other horny toads. Like, where is he from?
The chat says Lamar Jackson looks like Harriet Tubman.
Come on, man.
Don't get mad at me. I didn't say it.
No, I'm telling the audience. Come on, man.
Seems a little.
Hey, we aren't allowed to bring up Harriet in any form of joking.
Other than for you're right. I was gonna say
No.
I know. I meant to say
No.
other than in reverence, but you said other than joking, so that was
Yeah, no.
my point.
Yeah, no joking with Harriet Tubman.
Where is Lamar from, though? Do we know?
Like, where does like
Where's he originally from?
Where's he originally from?
like his college or
No, his home.
His home. Yeah, like where was he born?
Because I always feel like college matters a little bit more.
That's fair too. Like, yeah.
I mean, both influence you. A lot.
Yeah, yeah.
Pompano Beach, Florida.
He's from Florida. Okay.
So he has an ounce of. He has the crazy gene.
Because like these quarterbacks,
He seems pretty reserved, except for being really anti-vax.
Yeah, I mean he's from Florida.
but like all of them, like they've definitely embraced the team that they're on in the city that the team like is in. Like he's embraced Baltimore for sure. Like he's beloved there.
He's really liked.
Yeah.
And then Baltimore's honestly, Baltimore's meanness comes from has always come from the defensive side of the ball.
That's
Yeah.
true. I mean, I think one of the reasons why the Steelers and the Ravens clash as much as they do is because they're so much alike. Like they're both mostly associated with their defenses, the Steel Curtain and Ray Lewis. They're a lot like the Steelers. I mean, I said it on the show. I have a lot of respect for the Ravens. We hate each other, but it's like it's a hatred born out of respect because we ruin each other's postseason dreams. I don't really respect the Browns because come on, the Browns gives a shit. Like the dog is perfect for them. Their bark is way worse than their bite. I feel bad for their fans.
Just take Taylor Heineke from the Redskins.
They might have.
Move him over to the Browns, and then you'll have the actual perfect.
I called the Browns being disappointing before the season even started when I saw people saying, "Oh, they might make the Super Bowl." It's like, are you out of your mind? It's the Browns. No way. Not with Baker Mayfield. They would need a transcendent quarterback to make that happen. As good as their roster is, you can't undo the years, decades even, of that team being a joke. You need a transcendent talent there.
I feel like the Browns might be okay with someone that's a B tier quarterback, but that has leadership qualities, like a Dak would have been probably good there.
I bet.
A Derek Carr, maybe.
A Derek Carr, like someone that's B tier, because there's only so many A tier quarterbacks in the NFL. It's Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady,
With Stefanski there
Patty.
now.
Patty, and maybe Joe Burrow is entering the conversation in a couple years.
Joe Burrow's very good.
He's
Joe Burrow's
getting there,
really good.
baby.
He's very good.
I got nothing but good things for Joe Burrow. I don't hate him, which is surprising.
That's because he plays really far away from you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he
I
seems
kinda
just
hate
like
him
a
now.
guy, and I like guys, you know.
I mean, I like what he said when he was like from the get go. He's like, we're gonna win the division, and they did, which pisses me off. But credit to him. I'm not gonna be petty about it. I think with Stefanski as their coach, I'm with you on like Derek Carr. I think Derek Carr could make things happen, especially with that roster. Dak, man, Dak frustrates me, dude. Because I
Yeah.
like
So
him.
confusing.
I like him. Every time I hear him mic'd up and stuff, I'm like, dude, I get why this team loves this guy, but goddamn, I hate how he throws. It's like the one thing about
You're
him
right.
that I'm like, he throws the ball behind people all the fucking time, and he's not as mobile as he was, but that's because he got his leg snapped in half. Like, I like everything about him except kind of how he plays quarterback.
It's very it's very weird because, and I also think it's like it's a because the Cowboys are historically a running team, right? Like,
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
and, for some reason, we're just hell bent on not giving it to the better running back, even though he has one leg. And so you're making your quarterback do more, and then you have like this mid-ground identity crisis, right?
Yeah.
Because Dak's solid in all routes, like solid. I usually put him in the B category of quarterbacks, and he's just like, and I'm with you. It's just frustrating because I wish he was an A, because he's like the definition of someone I'd want as an A quarterback.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking personality, just leadership.
Always does the right thing.
Like
Yeah.
says the right thing, doesn't talk too much. Part of a franchise that would even warrant it.
Yeah, like when I heard that story about him having bets with the defense, I thought that was cool as shit. I was like, oh, that's neat. Like them having wagers about like who's playing more or who's playing better.
That's a great leadership move.
Yeah.
I thought that was awesome. Why the hell do you throw the ball like you have polio or something? Like, come on, man. Jeez.
And dude, I'll be watching. It looks like it's supposed to go where he wants it to go, and it doesn't. I get confused all the time. This last game, I was really confused.
I think I can. The ball's just like.
But I think that, I'm kind of with you. Like, I think that the Browns just need honestly a leader.
The only problem is this is a very quarterbackless draft. Like there's none in the
There
draft
ain't good
coming.
shit.
Yeah.
And you really think Aaron Rodgers or Russell Wilson,
Maybe Russell.
Get
Not-
some
definitely not
minds.
Aaron.
You know what they need to do?
who has a no trade clause?
Deshaun Watson.
I think Russ has one too.
Russ is willing to break it for a few teams, I've heard.
That's
Yeah.
what I mean. Like he could be like, I'm not going there. So if they were like, we're going to trade you to the Browns, I bet he'd be like, no, you're not. Aaron Rodgers doesn't have a no trade.
I mean, his
clause.
number one complaint is on offensive line. They have one.
Yeah.
Wait, Aaron Rodgers is on contract still?
Yeah, and he has a no trade clause, so they could trade him.
But he reduced his contract to one last year, would mean this year.
Oh, did he? Oh,
Yeah. Like that was part of him coming back.
He's going to the Steelers. We know this.
I don't know if he is
He
anymore.
gave Mike Tomlin a fucking wink and a handshake and a smile and a Coke.
I mean, if I were him, I would stay where I'm at. I mean,
that some people are saying they're fixing their relationship there.
because he and Matt LaFleur seem like they're two peas in a pod, and I mean, he's got one of the best receivers in the league. The
Devonta Adams?
yes.
Well, he's going to the Raiders next year
What? Why?
because he's out of contract and Derek Carr and them played football together in
I
college.
think so.
I think that only works with Joe Burrow.
But they've been wanting to play with each other. That's what the rumor has been. Is that as soon as he
okay.
gets off a contract, he's like, "Yeah, you need fucking help with it. I could be a number one receiver immediately at the
Yeah, he
Raiders
could
for
be.
another team.
That's true.
And get a fuck ton of
He
money.
would be the number one receiver.
The problem
on
with the
his
Raiders
team.
isn't their receiving.
Yes,
core.
it is. It's our receivers
Would
and
you-
staying healthy.
Never mind.
No,
I was
y'all
trying-
y'all were not injured. Y'all just lost players off of random shit.
Fucking Richie Incognito's been dead forever. Half
He's
our
not a
defensive
receiver.
tackles. We lost those guys. We lost a couple corners for drinking and driving and stuff like that. Yeah, off the field issues and injury. We got more guys injured than fucking linebackers. Kwiatkowski's fucking been out forever. Waller's been out forever and got COVID after he was out.
To the Broncos.
I didn't
He's
even.
leaving.
Hey, you know what? Welcome to the club. I didn't even know the Cowboys starting lineup until this year. So
I don't know
I've
who
never
our
seen them play.
defensive line-
Have you ever seen them play together?
What?
I've never seen them play together.
We've
Our
had
defense? I don't know who the fuck it is. We had a Pro Bowler and a
We
fucking
ac-
linebacker.
we actually had like 90% of everyone back the last 2 weeks, and then it wasn't much better. Like I have no idea what. They're in a downhill slope, and they're playing another playoff team. And I almost want to say that was the other playoff game we were going to talk about.
Oh, yeah, it's been
I almost want to say the Eagles are going to win. They're just on an
I'm not that
upswing of
crazy
an
yet.
energy.
I'm picking the Eagles when we get to that game.
I'm not that crazy yet, just
not
because
that
it's the
crazy.
Eagles.
I picked you guys last week, and you.
But it's the Cardinals and the Eagles. There's a
The
difference.
That
Cardinals
was a
were
weird
playing
game.
like shite for like 4 weeks.
But I watched that game.
You love
not
Kyler.
To, you know I like Kyler.
You love Kyler. You love
Kyler Murray was
Kyler.
really popping.
Yeah, but you have Micah Parsons, and you didn't do anything.
No, I actually, you know what? Astonishingly, it was. I mean, it always going to land a bit on the offense because they could have scored way more than they did. But this was one where the defense got tore up.
Yeah.
and
That's why I picked you guys, and you fucking let me down.
I don't know what the fuck happened there. I'm with you there. But the Eagles are
back though.
weird.
Picking the Eagles out of spite.
Well, the offense never got going. They got going way too late. So even though it says we only lost by a field goal, we scored most of that. And,
But you know what we did miss?
What? A field goal?
Greg the leg.
Oh, and there was that whole thing. Even though I
Remember when we had the number one kicker for a little bit, and now he fucked off to the Vikings
I
because we
still-
fired him.
I still miss Dan.
why'd you get
Bailey.
rid of him?
We didn't want to pay him.
Oh my god,
It happens.
That's
It
such
happens.
a Jerry.
I still
Jones
miss him.
move.
I remember I never used to blink at field goals.
Like, all right, cool. We're at the 50-yard line. We've got a field goal chance. Let's do it.
Yeah,
That's
he would
how
hit
it
it.
felt with Janikowski. Remember him?
Literally the best kicker.
No, we don't want to pay you.
No.
Fuck out.
Because for some reason
We don't like points.
Go join another team that doesn't make the playoffs.
Because I think that you want to talk about MVPs. It's a very unstated job. I do not. I think Skip says it sometimes, and I kind of have that mentality. I don't really love games that just end on field goals because I'm like,
Right.
a lot of your unit can't do much about it, and the rules for field goals kind of suck. But
That's what the rest of the game is for.
quintessential moments, right, are usually decided with field goals.
Yeah.
Of course,
And
you're okay
I-
with it. You had Janikowski for 10 years.
And I just believe
highest
that, like,
scoring raider in
you should be getting paid whatever you need to secure
Oh.
the dub.
Dude, the Steelers kicker this year has been our best offensive player besides Najee Harris.
Right.
Najee and him on the sidelines.
Boswell and
fuckers.
Boswell and Najee have been like carrying their weight and then some. Can't carry Big Ben's weight; he's too fat and useless.
Nick Folk, off of the Patriots, another great example. That man is
Carlson, baby.
Man, like-
Arrow.
young. Shoot, for the Falcons, they still have Young Ho, right?
Yeah.
Youngway. Excuse me, Youngway.
His name's long. It's fun.
Young, but they have.
Young. Let's be honest.
But it's Youngway Koo. There was, I think it was last year or the year before, where he had a game where literally by himself had like 3 onside kicks in a row. Like it was fucking nuts. So yeah, pay your kicker. And I know Jerry Jones is sitting there like, fuck, because there's so many field goals we missed this year. Yeah, happy that
I don't think there's been any year like, and it's not just a Cowboys problem. It's especially a Cowboys problem. But I don't think there's been any year where I've seen this many miss extra points and field goals.
that COVID cough, man. They'll be in the middle of the kick. Miss us off.
I don't know, man. We don't have many Pro Bowlers, but Raiders always have a special teamer going for whatever fucking reason. You ever heard of AJ Cole? Neither have I, and he plays for us and made the Pro Bowl.
Oh, you should know who that is.
Also, when did we start
Fine.
warranting or leveraging the
Fine.
Pro Bowl for anything? It's
Yeah,
like the NBA All-Star
popularity-
game.
Yeah, it's a popularity contest.
Yeah, but we deserve to go. The 3 of our guys did.
So, well,
Speaking of the Raiders, that'll bring us to the other playoff. Like I said, we were going to talk on the other side. So this is a win get in. If you lose, you're probably out of the playoffs.
Oh.
You are.
Shit, we haven't talked about this yet? Oh, my God. The Steelers. That's absorbed our mind.
oh
Well, this isn't even the Steelers. This is
Yeah.
the Raiders versus
need
the
help.
Chargers. If you win, you're in. If you lose, you're out.
where are they playing?
They are
At
playing.
Allegiant Stadium.
I don't know if that matters
It
because both of
doesn't
you have
really.
terrible fans.
No, we're just a popular venue, and they have terrible fans.
No, I meant in the sense that your home base was Oakland for so long, and I know it's not that long of a drive, but it still takes it away.
Well, that's what I'm
Also,
saying.
what's in Oakland now that's
no,
gone?
but the thing is that when they were
The
in
A's?
Oakland, they had Oakland home field advantage because we wanted to go to Oakland, much like Pittsburgh, much like Green, like Lambeau Field and shit, all that shit. Right?
Fans will turn up for this game.
Well, yeah,
it
but
matters.
but we actually fucking drowned them out of L.A. because we're right there because of the L.A. Raiders.
Yeah.
This one is like flights are $50 out of San Diego, L.A., wherever the fuck you are. Fuck it, we'll go to the game. That's why there's so many other teammates, other teams in the Raider Stadium. It's because flights are cheap as shit and tickets are expensive. But if you're gonna pay $2,000 for a fucking ticket, why not go to one of the best stadiums in the league
I
or
wish.
fanciest, right?
And Chargers don't
Whoa,
have
time out.
terrible fans.
You said
they
fanciest.
have no fans.
Exactly.
There's a difference.
My point.
The only one I know is Ronda Rousey. That's about it.
Yeah,
She's a Chargers fan.
fuck
Yeah.
her.
What a loser.
She deserves it. She deserves that.
We know where you side. We do.
I have no.
Yes,
Yes,
we know
you
what
actually need to make arguments, and you can make them. You know why your team should win. Why should they win?
We're the best of all time. No,
Not with a record of 9-7.
We are winning record, baby. First time, second time in like 20 years.
Just
Fuck it.
hey, I'll tell you from
You
first-hand
can't
experience.
say you're the best with a winning record of twice in 20 years.
You get bonked for
I will
questioning me.
tell you right now that a winning record don't mean shit. Personal experience. I don't know what's happening with mine.
Well, here's the thing.
Oh, it's the usual for the Cowboys.
First round getting kicked out. I
One
know
and
it's
done.
coming.
One and done.
So here's our biggest thing that we have to do right now with the Raiders. Our defense, for some reason, is showing up finally. We lost our cornerback because he just got a DUI. I'm not joking. That actually happened. Nate Hobbs.
Yeah.
So we're down to cornerback, and now we're down to like our fourth-string fucking cornerback. Our cornerback's just getting injured a lot. Arnett is out because he was putting guns on.
Timeout.
Twitter.
What? Timeout. Who got the D?
So Damon Arnett a couple weeks ago had the gun thing where he was threatening to kill
Yeah.
people on live. Then after the fucking Indianapolis game, Nate Hobbs, our starting corner rookie, was drunk driving, passed out in a parking lot. But while he was driving,
you would think that as a Raiders organization, alcohol just can't be in your system.
so he's gone. But it's like he didn't hurt anybody. He didn't fucking kill anybody.
Doesn't matter.
No, but what I'm saying is it's not as distracting for the team as such.
Just pause real quick. That's my take a lap this week. It's
Nate Hobbs?
Nate Hobbs.
How do you do that? Yeah, I know.
How do you do that after all the lectures you got when Ruggs killed someone? That's the problem.
Right.
Just get an Uber.
Right. No, just go to a hotel room, do cocaine and strippers like fucking 80s Raiders did. But anyway, that's not the point. So our biggest thing is, can we stop Nick Bosa? Because fuck that guy. I think we can. Because the other guys, I think that's the one thing that we run. If we can't stop that pass rush, we're fucking done. We can't do anything. I think Derek Carr with 4 seconds could kill any fucking defense in this league, but he doesn't have 4 seconds all the time, and he gets fucking panicky as shit when he has 3.5, and he's like, ah. So he's a softie.
That's what Nick Bosa said. If we hit him in the mouth, he's
Well, that's
like,
anybody. You think Bosa's a fucking idiot? Shut up. His family's fucking worthless. Anyway,
See, the Raiders fan.
no, fucking Joe, the other Bosa, the stupid Niner one. He's a fucking trumper. Fuck him and his mama and Joey just for knowing the motherfucker. Fuck them all.
You don't have that choice. You don't have to associate.
I'd punch his big ass fucking nose in the fucking.
No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't.
Like that shit.
I'll stop that right now. No, you wouldn't.
I take that beating. If he wasn't expecting it, if he was like, "Oh man," I'll be like, "Hey man, can I get an autograph?" I lean in and punch him in his fucking big ass nose. Anyway, so if we can stop the
And
pass,
literally, it wouldn't even phase him. He'd just be like, why?
I'd break his. I'd throw my whole body into it like the fucking Washington football team barrier were to fall off. And so
that would be like the #1 World Star video because he would beat the shit out of you at that point.
I'd take it. I'd take it. I don't care. I'm a Raider fan. I'd die.
I would
for this fucking
never
team.
mess with a football.
I would. Fuck it. I don't
It's like a
care
receiver.
about myself, TJ.
But they just run.
I want to win. I want to win it. If he can't play because he has a broken big ass nose, then fuck him. I'm good. Anyway,
The only NFL player I'm fighting is a kicker, and I'd have to be really drunk.
Hey, man, that kick will hurt.
Yeah, you could get me in the
shins.
chin. I've seen how they can kick their height.
and so anyway, so but being real, you guys want me to be real? I'm gonna be real.
You're getting called up by the chat. Joey is the Charger. Joey Bosa.
Wait, what's the Nick? Nick is the other one. Yeah, I hate. You gotta understand.
You don't even know which guy you're hating.
I'll punch both of them in the nose.
They're all in California too,
And
so
I
you might
hate-
punch the wrong Bosa.
I'll punch his
Eeny,
mama. I
meeny,
don't care.
miny, mo.
Eeny, meeny, Mighty Bosa. Does it say Bosa?
My mama told me to hit one of y'all.
Motherfucker, if you're wearing a Joey Bosa jersey and you have a big nose, I might hit you. But anyway.
Joey, not Jerry.
I said Joey. Anyway,
You said Jerry.
whatever. Jerry Jones. I'll punch him too. Fuck
Jerry
him.
Bosa.
Al,
the
Jerry
dad.
Jones probably deserves it, and he'll probably die when you hit him.
Cool.
As opposed to punching Joey Bosa, where you will die.
Does killing Jerry Jones make y'all happy?
No.
No.
Okay, well then I won't do it. So, point
Stop
is,
it. He has money.
he could
And
put his brain and consciousness in a computer. it's fine.
Unfortunately, hey, yeah, Jerry Jones might deserve it, but he keeps his people happy.
Fair enough. But let me finish so that way I can stop ranting.
They're all
and
house
not get
Negroes.
myself in
It's all
more
good
trouble.
over there.
And
Okay,
so,
okay.
and so, we have to stop the pass rush. Absolutely, that's questionable because our offense, whatever. Our running game is turned on, so we might not have to pass as much. I hope, but Herbert's a fucking machine when he wants to be, so we have to make him uncomfortable. Max Crosby needs to fucking go down, and Ngakoue needs to fucking take him down. What's his name? God dang it. The other guy, our other end, who is I don't want to say he's the gay raider, but he's the gay raider. What's his fucking name?
That's how you remember him.
That's how I remember him. He's only out gay and he's great. Fuck.
Which
but I forgot
Raider
his
is
name.
it? The gay one.
Gay, yeah, he's
Can't do
great.
that.
I like him.
That should not be your unique identifier.
That's what he said. And so anyway, I love him. Point is,
I don't think he said that. You should call me the gay raider. Said no one ever.
if you
Come on.
Google it and you find him, you better fucking search it. What's his name?
Yes, please put gay Raiders.
Nassib, Carl Nassib. There you go. Carl Nassib's our other defensive end.
Gay-ass
I
Raiders
just had to
on
see him. See, I
Pinterest.
didn't do all that shit. I just said. Anyway, Carl Nassib is fucking great too in the clutch. If we can get to Herbert, or if we can just kind of get him off his rhythm, mostly if they don't hold fucking Max Crosby every fucking game, then that's our key to success. If our run game takes off, Derek Carr doesn't have to fucking win the game, and our defense holds just a little bit, then we got a chance. Otherwise, they're going to blow us out.
I'm looking forward to the conspiracy theories that spring forth when you lose. Because Justin Herbert.
Well, the chat was talking about the intentional tie being.
Oh, have you heard about this? So that theory is,
What's that?
If
Is this another
Indianap-
conspiracy theory?
If
Yes.
Jacksonville wins,
Yes.
then Indy's out. All we have to do is tie. We both get in.
Oh, that is not going to
That's not going to happen.
No
well,
way.
it's not going to happen because we fucking hate each other.
Also-
and we get a better seat if we win.
Wait, time out.
we get like a-
Whoa. Because y'all need Jacksonville to win too, right? They played Colts.
We
beat
need
them.
Jacksonville to
We
win.
beat them, so we win the tiebreaker.
Oh,
We win the
y'all ain't
tiebreaker
beating
against the Ravens
Colts. I mean,
and
they ain't
them.
beating the Colts.
No.
I mean,
not.
the
We-
Jags are not beating the Colts.
No, but that's what I'm saying though. If they beat the Colts, we beat we beat the Colts, we beat the Ravens, we beat the Steelers. So we
So
win
that-
all the tiebreakers.
So the weird thing, and I didn't believe this either until I read it. The Colts haven't won in Jacksonville in 3 years.
You mentioned that earlier.
No, but he wasn't here for it.
Yeah, I know. And I've been processing it, is my point. And I keep going back to, dude, Jacksonville is so up shit creek this year with that Urban Meyer. Like,
I'm sorry, I'm wrong in my math. The Colts haven't won in 14 years.
doesn't matter. Dude,
There's never been a year where young herbs touched the grapes.
stop calling him young Herbs.
is effective and I like it.
He's not cool enough to be called young Herbs.
Yes, he
Hey
is.
man, have you ever done what he's done at a club?
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
pretty cool with consent.
No, I said,
With consent.
Let me tell you right now, young.
owned that bar, so you could do whatever.
He owns a bar. Yes, young herb status.
Yeah.
I go in my own bar and fuck up. Come on.
Does Dong own a fucking bar? No, he owns a karate fucking thing. All right. He's not this cool. If I said Young Dong, that'd be cool. But no, it's Young Herb.
Dude, I'd rather have Master Dong as my coach than fucking Urban Meyer at this point. Jesus Christ. I bet Master Dong would fly back on the fucking plane with his team instead of staying behind to finger bang somebody.
That's a young herb move.
It's a Young Herb.
Stop calling him Young Herb.
It's a Young Herb.
I just say, I've told you.
That's Young Herb in the making.
I said, man, the moment he did that shit, he moved I put the Y-U-N-G right in front of his name, cut out the A-N, I'm good.
Put that on a shirt, just Young Herb. He's got a picture,
Oh, I'm telling you, I will.
got a picture of him with shades and just showing his fingers.
Yeah.
just the middle two right here.
Yeah.
Young Herb.
Oh, I swear, if he goes into any other press conferences, I just need him to go up like, fingers up, baby.
No.
All right, deuces, bye. It does the shock.
Be like, who is this creep? Oh, he's a disgraced NFL coach.
But no, I'm with you. If there's any year for them to change it, right?
It's this year.
Now, football curses and just,
And the Raiders,
they're a real thing
the
to
Raiders
me.
decimated him. I mean, he ran 100 yards. If he ran 100 yards, he wins. That's what they said. And then he ran 100 yards, and we beat him.
In this last game?
We could break the spirit. We might have broken
I watched
the spirit.
that game. I'm trying to remember what happened.
There was a last-minute field goal or last-second field goal.
Oh,
2
right.
minutes. You gave Derek Dimes 2 minutes. That's all you need.
Derek Carr played well, and they got like a last-second field goal.
No, I mean, I think with the oh shit, I forgot. You're forgetting the Colts have the ultimate X factor. You never know what you're gonna get. Carson Wentz,
Carson
terrible.
Wentz played that game.
He played really well. No, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
The chat's bringing up that without your corner, Keenan Allen's going to be a big problem for y'all.
I
Yes.
think Divine Diablo will punch him in the face. His name is Divine
They
Diablo.
were wearing football helmets.
You can go under. I'll tell you the story of George Atkinson later.
Yeah, I think the Chargers are going to. I would love for the Raiders to make it because it'd be a great
But
story.
if the Raiders make it, you don't.
The worst part about
That's true.
But then that would mean perfect equality.
But we need a lot more to happen than just like the Raiders getting like the Raiders to lose. We need. If we win and Jacksonville wins, we're in.
The Steelers clinch a spot with a win over the Ravens, plus a Colts loss to the Jaguars, and the Jaguars-Raiders game not ending in a tie.
Yeah. So
Look at that scientific math you have to do.
this happens every year. It's just
Right.
like, what do we need to do?
Because our thing is, if the Jags win,
I'll make it simple. I just
we
want y'all
can
to lose.
lose
What?
as long as
Why?
the Steelers lose.
neutral. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
You want
The
us to be
Steelers are playing the Ravens.
8-8
They're not
win.
losing.
Yeah, so see if the Steelers lose and if Jacksonville
might
loses
lose
and
that
we
game.
lose,
I'm going to pick the Steelers.
as
but we might
long
lose.
as
You heard me just say football curses are real. That grasp is going to come from the ground.
Steelers Ravens games get fucking ugly.
And what is it? The backup's Raven QB.
Huntley?
He's like a mini. He's like a mini Lamar with how much they make him run. They're like,
Yeah.
they're like, is he the same build and pigmentation as Lamar? We can send him in the.
Does he also look like a horny toad?
Damn it! I was gonna say he doesn't look as reptilian, but we'll make it work.
Yeah, his blood is warm. I don't care.
Doesn't shoot blood from his eyes. He's pissed. But I think we can overlook that. Yeah. I think we make this work.
but that's that they moved it to Sunday night because if the Raiders or the Chargers win, they're in. Chargers get a lower seed though if they win. I think they get the 8. They play the Chiefs. If we win,
sucks.
and let's say the Colts win, I think we get the 5.
Is that if the Chiefs stay the 2 seed?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the AFC is still moving.
Yeah, but if let's say if all the teams win that should and the Raiders win,
That
then we're the
should.
4. Then we're the 5. Then we're the 5 seed. If not, then we could be as low as the 8th seed, play the fucking Chiefs and get blown out again.
You know, despite all of your energy thrown our way in regards to the Raiders, if you heard it in an earlier podcast, me and Gertz are on the same page there. Like, all of the things stacked against y'all make you way more of an interesting story to get some W's.
Yeah. Like I would not be mad if the Raiders got in the. Like,
I would not be mad if they made it. I would love.
That's all I want. If they can lose the first round, I don't give a shit. It's like we lost our coach. We lost several players to violent crimes,
Of their choice.
and other various things.
yeah, I should give like Derek Carr some MVP votes. Honestly, if they get into a playoff spot, like no, you shouldn't win it, but you should get some votes because I mean, he. Jeez, the fact that he's kept that team kind of steady this whole time.
And
is
Rick
impressive.
Bisaccia, our special teams coach.
Oh, yeah,
I like
they gonna
football.
keep him?
Football's cool. No, fuck no.
Why not?
We're gonna get fucking Harbaugh, baby, from Michigan.
Oh, fuck that.
He was apparently his first coaching job was a Raider job, so he's got Raider ties.
I would keep the guy that you're winning with, but
I don't think you
You
want.
mean
I don't think you want
Tom
Harbaugh.
Cable and Greg Olson and all our other fucking.
I just saw him do terrible in that Alabama game. Like you don't want Harbaugh.
Harbaugh is someone I think you bring in when we're just like, all right, we're tearing up this thing up from the studs.
He's going to bench Derek Carr for Colin Kaepernick. There you go.
That would be amazing. That would be amazing. Oh man, where do you think Harbaugh is going to go then? Jacksonville?
I don't think
Somebody
he's
said
coming
the
to the NFL.
Browns.
He just beat Ohio State for the first time ever. Why would he leave Michigan now?
Because he's not going to do it again.
His stock's high right now.
Yeah, exactly. His stock's high right now. He's not going to do that shit again. He'll leave. I think he'll go back to the NFL.
I don't think he's going to leave, but that's enough speculation for now. We're going to do our two things and go to do an ad. But the first thing is take a lap. And like I already said, it's your quarterback.
Nate Hobbs.
Yeah,
Stop
it's Nate
drunk
Hobbs.
driving, Raiders. Stop drunk driving, everybody. Get it together, Grouch. Get a job.
I just can't imagine like what goes
On
through
that
your
team
head.
this year in general. Don't do it.
Stop it.
Hey, I don't know if he drove and then fell asleep in the car.
So it was like about to get off in a parking lot, fell asleep.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, he was about to start.
Look,
driving.
hey, this would be a different story. Hey, you know what you could tell me? If this was a totally different story, if it was like, oh, he was in his back seat in the parking lot asleep.
Yeah, that'd be different.
But it's not.
Nope.
Don't be an idiot when you're a millionaire.
Yeah.
That's an OUI, operating a vehicle while intoxicated.
If you're in the back seat? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, if it's on, yeah.
I've been like, nigga, I was called.
Stop it! Don't do it. Anybody, let alone NFL players who get free fucking Ubers.
What's your take a lap?
This is him.
Oh, y'all.
Yeah, no, he's a Raider.
about
I know.
yours?
Infinite.
Oh, well, I mean, Antonio Brown's the obvious choice, but I think
I'm not doing it.
We spent enough time on him. I'm going to say, and I know he's hurt, I don't care, Baker Mayfield.
Is bad.
Holy
outta
hell,
here.
that was awful. Like proving to everyone how tough you are by trying to he shoulder checked a corner at one point in the game as he was running with the ball.
Yeah.
It's like, you're not tough, you're an idiot. I mean, you might be tough, but you're also an idiot. And I think you
think he's done?
I think he's done in Cleveland, and
I think he's overselling his shoulder injury.
you're the number one draft pick, and you're a joke. And thanks for.
Are you gonna have yearly take a laps?
Oh, so we have we're doing an award show next week. Basically next week is going to be award show into pick'ems for the first wild card week.
Oh, okay.
And then one of the awards is going to be biggest letdown. So you can
Biggest lap.
if you want to say it's Baker, I mean you're not wrong.
Yeah. Well, Tommy will say Baker. Yeah. Tommy hates Baker.
Tommy hates everybody.
Tommy hates the Titans, and it cracks me up. I get why.
The Ghost Oilers.
Yeah, the Ghost Oilers. Man, it makes me laugh so much.
I mean, my friend that's a Browns fan hates the Ravens for the same reason. So I guess that happens.
Well, I mean, the Ravens are way better than the Browns.
But as a Browns fan, it's
Yeah.
like, this was our team, and I've loved them for forever.
Gotcha.
They fucking leave, and they win a Super Bowl, and I'm still here waiting for a Super Bowl.
You got Baker Mayfield, That's the number one draft pick. To be pleased.
Hero of the people.
I do feel bad. I do feel bad. I feel bad for Browns fans.
I don't. They
dude, no,
get
they're-
what they deserve.
Why? What have they done to
Their
deserve
fan
that?
base is great.
You could just not watch football at that point.
You've
You
been
could just
abused for
stop.
years.
I know, like,
Bro, I'm about to stop watching Raiders. Honestly, I
Well,
feel
that's 'cause
Why? You're making the playoffs.
yeah.
How can you hate this? The Raiders are your thing.
Look it. How can you hate the Dallas Cowboys at any given moment? You
We
hate
don't
them.
hate. We just expect to get
Whoa,
hurt.
time out. There's a when you expect disappointment, I'm just a parent.
Yeah.
Look, there was nothing more watching Thanksgiving football at his house, realizing that the Raiders and the Cowboys are just yin and yang of the AFC and the NFC. We're the fucking same.
No, they're not.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are. They're not going to win this year.
No, they're not going to do that. But the Cowboys have been like a punchline forever now.
The Raiders have been a punchline for 25
The
years.
difference is, you know how much media attention the Cowboys get every year. Vegas always picks them to win, which is hilarious.
I never understood that.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
it's
no.
because
Jerry-
you guys are getting sucked. Because they know, America's team. People are going to bet on America's team.
But I'm
Vegas
just numb
always
But it's
now.
does.
only
It's
because
like-
Al died several years ago. Okay, once Jerry dies, they're going to be in this weird purgatory like we are now.
Nah.
I'll tell you right
They're
now.
Who's taking over?
They're too prevalent. Well, it's probably his son, Stephen
Yeah.
Jones.
Larry Jones.
Steven Jones.
Stephen Jones. And that cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs might run in the family.
I don't know. Mark Davis got a weird haircut. He's a weird
He might.
motherfucker.
You know what? You know what? They keep on saying. What is it? Stephen Jones is pretty. It's like, oh, he's okay. But I know that once he usurps the power, he'll be like, finally.
Oh, dude, it's going to be like in fucking Spider-Man when James Franco is talking to Willem Dafoe in that mirror, except it's going to be Jerry Jones there saying, avenge me, with his eyes being really far apart, eating McGriddles. It's going to be bizarre.
You have to be the GM and the coach.
I mean,
Oh shit!
didn't Stephen Jones talk him out of Johnny Manziel?
He did talk about Johnny Manziel.
So,
Thank the Lord.
Damn it, Steven. That
We
could
picked Taco Charlton that year, so
Who?
Still
Taco
thank the
Charlton.
Lord.
Taco Charlton, who is now not in the NFL. He's in the other one. I don't even know what's left because it's not arena football and it's not the XFL. What's the one that's
CFL,
left?
Canadian.
The general public.
No,
which
no,
we're
that's
all
not
in.
the Canadian football. There's another one that's left. The arena football merged
Conference. I don't know.
The nothing.
with it. The nothing. That's where he is. That's
His name is Taco Charlton. What'd you expect? Because if his last name was Taco, that'd be
expect-
one thing.
I was about to say like selling taco jerseys to Mexican
I think he will get
American
far
fans.
enough with the name Taco, as it is.
If he would have had like one sack, like leading year or even close to it, he could have sold commercials for the rest of his life.
He could have hit Baker
Failed.
status. Which, as a side note, before I, because mine is real quick.
U.S. Football League.
I think we said it before. Hey Baker, dude, just stick with commercials. You're actually one of the. Yeah, you're actually not terrible. I like the. I'm not gonna lie, they're pretty good.
Become an
bad
actor? That'd be
commercials.
wonderful. He's just
Comparatively speaking, they're the best out of the fucking. Oh, I'm using an NFL fucking.
and in the MCU, fucking Beta Ray Bill, Baker Mayfield. He's just a fucking voice actor now,
No,
forever.
I think he like at terms of like I think a lot of the times, or it feels like it with the State Farm commercials. They are so like Patrick Mahomes is thinking of his lines as he's saying.
Oh, yeah.
Patrick
I'm
Mahomes
a
has
real.
no
It's like
charisma
I'm a
whatsoever.
shoe head.
Yeah.
No, Baker Mayfield.
Just your typical sneakerhead.
Baker Mayfield acting like a bum is his natural habitat. So he's strong in these stories.
Moving right along.
Baker's only problem is that he's so unlikable in the public sphere and so pertinent. I don't know. I don't know if people want to see more of him. He is a better actor.
He's way better.
Yeah, like he's pretty good on camera, but every time I like read a story about him, he's saying something stupid. There's drama between him and his coach now, who just won Coach of the Year last year. It's like, man, what are you doing, you moron? So yeah, take a lap, you fucking idiot.
Matt's Matt Stafford
What the hell? Leave this man alone.
again.
He's a good player.
I wish I could say that though, because
I can't.
technically speaking, I do have someone who I'm a little more upset at. It's actually Ronald Jones from the Bucks. He was the backup. He's the backup running back. Matt Stafford, hey, stop throwing intercept. You were actively trying to lose your game teams. I mean, lose your team games.
Lose your game teams.
Chat automatically went nut Jared Goff this week.
I mean,
Why would I even waste my breath on such an irrelevant person? Now,
are you gonna yell at a wet fish for stinking? Like, get out.
true. But no, Ronald Jones, dude, man, I've never seen a running back get so many chances to like be the stud, and he's just not it.
No.
They gave the ball to the backups. They brought in Le'Veon Bell. Like when you know you can't be that person.
Got Le'Veon off the jet ski.
Yeah, literally. It's like, we need you again. You want to Actually, I think that's what happened with Antonio Brown. He said all of that Steelers. Once Lev Bell was there, he was like, "Oh no!"
It's like Kill Bill, like.
Yeah, all his memories came.
Yeah. You just see through his eyes, and like Bruce Arians just metamorphosizes into like Mike Tomlin. What are you doing?
He's like, "You're not gonna control me here, too, Mike." But no, Ronald Jones. It's just somebody who, like, as a player, man, as a fantasy player, I've given him a lot of chances. Like throughout the years, he's on a great team with, albeit like you're seeing your previous counterpart run spades on the team, and even the backups are running better than you are. Man, you got to take a lap. and that's how you know that. Just as a side note, that's how you know Bruce Arians is a great coach, because he's given Ronald Jones a million fucking chances and never complains because he's a hard worker.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, also, on a side note of that game, did you notice who Tom Brady started feeding after Antonio Brown stormed off the field? The guy who replaced Antonio Brown in the lineup, which is awesome.
Tyler Johnson, right? I think number 15. Oh, you're right.
Yeah, I loved it. I was like, I like this Tom Brady. I like that.
Can I actually can I lead the Attaboys?
Attaboy? Yeah, go for it.
The Jets. As a unit, I will be genuine when I say, man, even though they lost, there was nothing so pretty as to what they did that game, because they were fucking Tom Brady's world up, and they made a player quit. You made a player quit to where he actually had to include that statement in his own statement.
That's
He's like, we were
true.
playing the Jets.
I lost to the Jets, or I was losing to the Jets.
And if he never plays another football game again, his ending game will be the time, because he didn't leave when they won. It'd be the game that he was losing to the Jets. That's the Jets get it. And actually, their team, this is the first time I looked critically at the Jets, and before they fucked it all up, that unit has talent. I just don't know.
They were all hungry second and third stringers too. So
Yeah.
I don't know what that says about the Jets' future, but it doesn't look good for the Bucs' playoff hopes right now.
No.
We'll get into that next week when the playoff picture is settled. But it's like Tampa right now is looking like when the last time that Tom was a Patriot and they got knocked out by the Titans in the first round. I was like, that's what this year is looking like at this point.
I mean, they just.
I remember thinking that was Tom Brady's last game.
Yeah.
I was so naive and stupid.
I think the tricky things with the Bucks is right. Like, so you need the Chris Godwin, Mike Evans combination, because then you have the whole point is that they can't cover. Like they literally,
Yeah.
and then with Gronk, it makes it easy. Gronk can't play outside like he does. I don't know why, but Gronk can't the perfect setting for them is you have the safety net of Chris Godwin and Gronk. You have Mike Evans on the out. And then that's it. You have AB being crazy. So then, that's how it worked. That's how the bread and butter worked.
Did you hear who was saying, hey, I can be AB's replacement?
Yeah, that nigga needs to sit on the sidelines where he is.
Terrell Owens. He is 48 years old.
I would throw my hat.
Give him a shot.
You know what? I would actually...
Give him a shot. Let him come to work out.
So I actually do... My whole thing is that any chances... I know it sounds crazy, but when older players get a shot, I think it's cool.
Yeah.
I think it's cool.
So, fun fact I learned, Hunter Renfrow caught for 1,000 yards or 100 receptions, whatever. He's third all time for the Raiders. You know who was number 2? Jerry Rice at 40 years old.
Jerry Rice is...
He's the greatest, right? But at
Yeah.
the same time, 40 years old, you still got some juice. I don't know about 47.
Yeah.
But you got some juice when you're older, a little bit.
Like, if you want to talk about greatest football player ever, because there are people who will be like, I don't want to say Tom Brady's the greatest football player ever, which I think is silly because I think he very clearly probably is. Jerry Rice is the only other one where I'm like, yeah, he's got an argument.
Yeah.
It's Jerry Rice and Tom Brady are the two greatest football players ever.
yeah, and fuck them both. But most of the time.
That being said, T.O. coming back, it would instantly remind me of when Will Ferrell came back in Talladega Nights. It's like, why is everyone so fast?
That would be amazing. I'm like, oh my God, Terrell Owens is so slow now.
But
all these 18-year-olds fucking on corner.
Dude, I just want to see him cry again. That's my quarterback.
to be completely
He caught
honest,
it.
he got it. He did.
T.O. gave a shit. I mean, yeah, he was kind of dramatic, but he gave a shit. People were comparing Antonio Brown to T.O.
And I'm like, no.
It's like, no, guys.
I didn't like T.O. because he was annoying, but he fucking produced
He was awesome.
and was fun in retrospect.
Yeah, he played a Super Bowl on a broken leg. He cared. He wasn't about T.O.
It's just being respectful. He was like, hey, look, you could literally, that's my, he will stick his neck out for you, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Jets are mine. T.O. needs to sit his ass on the sidelines,
Oh, come on.
even though I'd love to see it.
This is ageism.
But I also, true.
He's an elderly man.
Because I'm just like, he gets one hit. That's it.
He's older than Tom Brady.
But that said, right, thinking about it, and dude, if I'm being 100% honest, if I were a coach, if I were a GM, I'd take there are plenty of
I'd
receiving
try it.
cores out there that I'd take a 48-year-old T.O. versus the trash they have now.
On route running alone, I'm a fan of Fred Blendikoff. Fred Blendikoff was the slowest in last in January, but he ran a route perfectly. So it's like, he's going to be there. Terrell Owens would be the same thing. It's like, he's going to be right there.
At 48?
Yeah, I think so. Route running, not speed, but route running.
Maybe he still has
He
the
might have to
speed.
mess up the timing a little bit.
Because, look, how do I put it?
he's
Des-
physical. He's big as shit.
Des Bryant doesn't have a job right now. I'd pick Des Bryant before. I
but
pick
Des
T.O.
got hurt.
He's fine now.
He's fine. He's okay now, but he got hurt. And you're never the same after
Saying
that.
the Bucks should go for Dez. So you're saying.
Yes. Throw up the X, baby. I love him as a
Well, the Raiders almost went after Megatron like 4 years after he retired, but they were like, no, we still have the contract on him, and the Lions prevented that shit.
Megatron was like, I'm not playing for the fucking
No, he
Raiders.
wanted to. The Lions were like, hell no, you're not. We still have you under our claws.
Yeah, he was putting forward a good face for y'all.
But, I mean, let's not
Working out with Derek Carr.
beat around the bush. Like, dude, I always use this as an example. Shit, have you seen Shannon Sharp? I take that. That's a big ass dude. I'm gonna take that on my team. I take.
Every tight end is a big ass dude.
true.
But dude, like he looks like
yoked.
he's a yoked ass dude.
He looks like he could still play for sure.
He's 50.
A couple downs at least. Like Wes Welker. Who was the tight end the Raiders had for a while? Old ass white dude. Jason Witten was playing out there slow as shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Shannon Sharp would do better than fucking Jason Witten.
Well, yeah,
last season.
Jason Witten was looking like he was moving in slow motion.
Right.
It was weird.
Yeah. It was like they were throwing like balls to a statue. He was catching them though.
Yeah.
I mean, he
But
still
he
had
got
his hands.
But he retired.
Yeah, but like Shannon Sharp would knock somebody off the fucking line. Be like, boom, get out of here.
Yeah, he was awesome.
Cut.
Because people have told him that because I've heard him say this like on his show where people say you look like you can still play and he's like exactly I look like I can still play like if I went out there man I would get hurt immediately.
But I mean, he did it. He's like, I got all the accolades. I'm making the money. I get all the attention I want on a talk show.
Yeah, I got 3 Super Bowls. Why would I ever do that again?
Sorry.
And actually, you know what? Damn, I don't want to go into a tangent. But real quick, I actually do love it when because I don't think it works with every player. Man, I don't know. I don't like how they shove it sometimes, but I do love it when you see success from a player in one form or on the media side, where they flip over and they do have a good job. Like Shannon Sharp's.
Oh, he's great.
He's great.
yeah.
He's like the Charles Barkley of the NFL. He's great.
It's really awesome. And then actually, I don't mind. I was hearing him. Tony Romo is an analyst.
Tony Romo's the best, dude.
He's all right.
Tony Romo's great.
He's all right.
Have you heard some of the
Shut your
analysts?
mouth.
Have you heard some of the analysts?
Tony
dude?
Romo's be like, this is going to be the play. Watch it happen.
I know I was the only one watching college football and some of those random bowl games on Tuesday nights. There's some terrible commentators out there.
Tony Romo
There's some.
cares.
I mean, there's some bad ones.
Tony Romo cares and he gets excited. I like when someone's going, oh my God, he's going. I'm like, yeah, Tony Romo, you're having as much fun as I am.
He's annoying sometimes.
You're a dude.
man.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
You hate fun.
I
I think both of y'all.
You want
hate fun,
Pat
but that's-
Summerall to announce everything.
No,
All right.
I like
They're
Chris
at the
Collinsworth
20.
better
Oh
than
my
Tony Romo.
God. Are you fucking serious?
I didn't
Here's
imagine
a
an
guy
announcer
who likes
fight today.
football.
Yeah.
Shut up, Chris Collinsworth.
Here's a guy.
He's
that's
just ready
not
to
gonna
box.
annoy the shit out of you, and it's me.
Let
Because
Al-
I'm Chris Collinsworth.
Let Al Michaels do everything. Fuck off, Chris Collinsworth.
I haven't heard Al Michaels in a while. Is he okay? He's really good.
Yeah.
They've had, what's the guy's name that's his stand-in? I forget.
I don't know. I like Kevin Harlan. He's my favorite.
Kevin Harlan's great.
Kevin Harlan
Yeah.
makes everything the most epic thing of all time.
Yeah.
Basketball, football,
I'm
college.
calling both games.
Right?
Like that was
To
awesome.
the 25. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
That's not that close, but I feel like it
Now,
is.
dude, man, I would love this to be a postseason topic, but yeah, no, it always every time we talk about them, it always reminds me how important commentators are
I've told,
to
that
the
was
sport.
that was what was it like my top 5 something where
Yeah.
it was like sports moments and it was like the fucking commentators anytime they make a good call.
Joe Buck.
Yeah, we did sports moments.
Joe Buck is my least favorite because he talks with the same level of energy no matter what is happening on the field.
Right.
It could be a 90-yard
Oh,
touchdown
Josh
pass.
Watkins. He was like, it
And
was a
he'll-
sync countdown.
He'll talk about 90-yard touchdown pass like he'd talk about like some old woman crossing the street. Like, it's just so monotone and just
All right, boom. Now we're passing a Madden. We need more crazy Madden guys with the fucking teleprompter. But here's a baby bucket.
Yeah.
Like we need more guys like that. Let them be silly.
we're on that boys. I'll go TJ Watt.
He was playing like a
For
stud.
eating.
Yeah, not only
Pac-Manning that
he
shit.
sacked Baker Mayfield 4 times. Would have sacked him 5, but he got held on a play, so someone else had to sack him. That's why holding shouldn't be a thing in the NFL because it happens every play either way. But whatever. He batted down, I think, 2 passes. But my favorite thing is he straight up got away with taunting, which I love. Like he just like after batting down a pass, he literally pointed at Baker Mayfield, and you can't make out everything he says, but the last thing he says, at least it sounds like, is "You got no heart."
Jesus Christ.
That's awesome. And he was pointing right at him. And I was like, when I saw, I was like, please don't throw the flag. And they didn't. I was like,
Bro,
yeah.
that's like the equivalent of saying, you're no good at football.
Yeah, it's like, dude, it's like you got.
That's so personal.
It's like, you got no heart, man. And I was like, hell yeah. And so he just bullied Baker Mayfield for about 3 hours. And I loved it. I loved it.
Actually, you brought up a great point. At least when it comes to linemen, I always hate holding calls because
Yeah,
a lot of the times you'll see them.
every play.
A lot of the times you'll see them, and the lineman was literally like this because a 300-pound man was like. So they're like this. When you're pushing someone, your arm's gonna go back, and then they count this as a hold.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's a 200 to 300 pound moving chain of muscle.
I highly disagree. Let go. Stop holding.
I also
because I watched Max Crosby this season, watch any fucking play he's held every play severely where it should
No,
be
I'm talking
flagged.
like if you're grabbing something,
like this,
I
but this
understand.
is incidental, and they shouldn't be so trippy on the incidental.
I was coached to hold.
Yeah, well, this is what I was supposed to hold them.
Yeah.
They get outside your box.
Yeah, the second they see jersey pull, that's when they throw the flag. So my point being, holding happens every play. So just don't penalize people for it. Like, come up with a different term for it when it's more egregious.
Well, then you should be able to take out their knees.
I
Off
mean,
the line. Like if they're holding it, you should have another
You
defender
can
be able
take
to chop
out
them.
their knees.
No,
They're
you
low
can't.
enough.
You can't stand a guy and chop him.
No,
It's
that's a different thing.
That's what I'm asking to bring back.
What?
If you're
Dude, you played O-line.
if you're allowing holding, then you can allow chop blocks.
Let the O lineman have some fun.
A chop block is just
it,
being
man.
so low that you chopped him. What you're talking about is intentionally targeting them because you stood them up.
What's wrong with that? If you can hold, then you can target.
You know, I actually do like.
that makes no sense, Sam.
I'm tired of your sass, Kurt. This is my home. This is my home. You sassing me for my wanting to injure knees.
Castle built on lies, bitch.
It's January 6th. It's lying day.
I would like to make some sort of change to pass interference, but that's neither here nor there.
As in, shouldn't exist. That shouldn't exist.
No.
Let them punch each other in the
No, there's
fucking
some.
face.
I wouldn't say get rid of the call, but there's some level of, bro, you gotta get them have some
I want
interaction. It's
receivers
just
to shove corners into the out of bounds and then catch the ball. That's what I
won't
want.
go that far.
I want physical bully ball.
I'd prefer the college rule with it. I don't like that it's a spot of the foul penalty.
Yeah, I'd go with
15 all.
that.
Yeah, like it's 15 yards. Or I think if it's under 15 yards, make it spot of the foul. But if it's more than 15 yards, make it 15 yards. That's my.
That's
POV.
fair. I'm tired. Yeah, I'm tired of deep bombs where it's like, oh, now they're at the 1 yard line.
Yeah,
Cool.
I don't blame quarterbacks for doing it because I would too if I
Yeah.
could. But yeah, I think that rule sucks.
Or I wish there was just some more because I would in cases of where like it's a deep ball clearly getting in. It's like an egregious pass interference.
Yeah, Tom Brady does it all the time. I don't blame him. It's smart, but I get why people are like, God damn it! It's like, why doesn't your quarterback do it then?
Yeah, just throw it
Because he's
deep.
not white.
Throw it deep,
Brady?
sell it.
Because he's not as good as Tom Brady. Why is Tom Brady? Because Tom Brady's better than everybody else.
So I have a real answer. It's Joe Burrow for winning and no, I didn't see the Bengals being this good. I actually saw them being really terrible because they drafted Jamar Chase, and I'm like, so who's gonna block for Joe Burrow when he's trying to throw this deep ball? But it worked. I guess Joe
Don't
Burrow.
need to block if you can get rid of the ball in 2 seconds to a guy who's really fast,
That's actually
really good.
That's actually legitimately their game plan.
It is.
I like him. Fuck it. Here you go. Go run.
That's why
You're
they're
good.
one and done. Bengals are losing culture.
Against anyone? They're playing who are they playing right now?
They just beat the Chiefs. Like I'm not sure they're
Beat the
one and done.
Chiefs.
They're one and done. It's the Bengals, dude.
We'll talk about that next week.
I feel that way too, Gertz, but I think they're not one and done.
But I just want to give a special double attaboy to this random offensive lineman from the
That's
Vikings.
my attaboy. Fuck it. It was going to be Derek Carr, but now it's this guy.
This random.
Oh yeah.
Fuck it. Can't stop, won't stop. Don't
You can't stop me.
feel him. Don't fight it.
That guy's got heart.
And then the first down. First down.
Take notes, Baker Mayfield. That's what heart looks like.
Right?
I mean, it's clogged for sure, but it's got it.
Can I just
come
say
on.
that I have been be nice to the O line.
Yeah, fuck you.
Come on.
For my people. I was an O lineman.
No,
You're
were
like you're
a
gonna
defensive
die
tackle
after
at
this
heart.
hit.
I was an offensive tackle.
You were a defensive tackle at heart, though.
That was TJ that played both.
You played D.
I did play both.
I played
ways.
both.
I played both.
Okay.
Everyone
but
played both.
mostly offense.
I was mostly offense.
Yeah.
They just said up until varsity year, do everything you want to do, or varsity senior year, and then they were just like, all right, flip a coin.
Yeah.
But I wasn't tall, so they're like, all right.
Mine was be big. Also, you're smart enough to learn both tackles, so fuck it.
But no, onto the actually on my point with O-linemen, I think it was last week. Where they're catching ball. I love teams when they get creative with their own linemen.
Oh, yeah.
It's always fun to see. Or what is it? I think is it the Bucks or no? It's the Falcons who straight up just have an O lineman as a fullback. Like they're just like, oh, bring him in as the fullback. He's that.
Remember, it was the Dolphins, right? They had their lineman get the ball and should have been the most glorious touchdown of all time. And it got called back. Everyone was upset about.
And then
that.
the Eagles and the Cowboys scored with their like have fun with your players.
Big man touchdowns.
Big man. Because the thing is, if you can't tell, the funny part is I feel like leveraging O linemen for like those 1 yard
for whimsy.
Yeah, because you can't stop a truck.
No.
That's why they got refrigerated Perry. He's 800 pounds and he's running at you. Try to stop him, please.
And do you remember? I know since y'all guys played the position. Dude, whenever the coach would say you're doing something else besides this and then constantly getting beat, you get excited as shit.
Fun.
Yeah,
One of the most greatest moments of my life.
That's why I played guard. I was like, oh, they let me pool. Like I was the pooling guard.
Right. Last day of practice.
That was my job. I'd be like, shit, that's it. Your job is to be on there on pooling play.
Last day of practice, they put me at fullback. I ran a fucking out route, and I was like, I caught the ball. First down. I was the king for a day. That's all that mattered.
Last day of practice?
Yeah, we're we're dicking around. Yeah, it was like the last day of the year practice. They're like, fuck it, Gonzalez, you're fullback. I'm like, yeah,
because it's fun. But sorry, close this out.
That guy. But I was gonna say Derek Carr because 29 fucking 2-minute victory drills in like 3 years. Like he just keeps fucking like 2 minutes. Like people talk about Tom Brady, very good. Obviously, Aaron Rodgers, very good. Derek Carr's the best statistically. Where it's to the point where I don't feel worried if we get the ball back. If we don't get the ball back, oh, we're fucking done. You give him a minute 50 seconds, a minute 12. He'd just be like, all right, fuck it. I'm gonna find every piece, and you know what? Fuck it. I'll switch it as a side attaboy to fucking Hunter Renfrow. I'm a slot receiver. The number one receiver does something awful. Time for me to step up. And now he's the leading receiver on the Raiders. Waller's out, been out for like 4 weeks. He stepped the fuck up, and he looks just like Gertz.
Oh.
Like, he looks just like a guy off the street, and he's one of the best receptors. Yeah, you're a guy off the street, Gertz. Sorry.
I live in a home.
Compared to the NFL.
He doesn't have a house.
Good thing he looks like you and not another
when you're
toad.
doing that? That's what Hunter Renfrow looks like. A man grocery shopping.
I drive.
I'm surprised by this to this day. Because I looked up best fourth quarter quarterbacks at this point, and it's Tony Romo.
Yeah, Tony Romo don't give a fuck.
Really?
Yeah.
Helping the other team win?
No. That's the thing. Last 2 minutes, Tony Romo's like,
I'm proud of that joke. I don't give a fuck.
look,
The Cowboy curse is you get stronger by quarter, but you start off at 0.
right. It's like Eli Manning. Eli Manning shouldn't be in the fucking Hall of Fame, but he's gonna be.
He has 2 Super Bowl MVPs.
No, yeah, exactly. He shouldn't be the way he plays regular season games. Come playoff, he's like, oh,
That's the
football. That's what we're playing.
That's
I
the
know how to
goal.
do this.
Yeah, that's the goal. He succeeded twice.
Yeah, but I mean, he'll
Against
never be
Tom
as good as
Brady.
his brother.
As Peyton?
Peyton, fuck Peyton.
I saw Peyton in that second Super Bowl he won. Did you?
It was not that great.
It was hideous. Von Miller won that
that
game
Super
for them. And in fact, that Cam Newton couldn't dive on a football also helped.
Business decisions.
In the Super Bowl.
Business decisions.
Jesus. Every time I want to like Cam, he will do something like that.
Yeah.
Like, it's
I'm
happened,
back.
several times.
Oh.
I'm back. And I was happy for him. I was like, cool.
I like that, yeah.
And then the next he got immediately penalized after doing that. It's like he is back. But yeah, he stunk it up afterwards.
All right, guys, we're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to do our pick'ems, and that'll be it for the show.
Yep. Hey, everybody. Welcome to manscaped.com. Look at this bag. It's called The Shed. It's all battle-torn and destroyed because I actually used it this holiday season, and it held all my stuff. So this presentation of the Mexcellence is brought to you by manscaped.com. It's wonderful. We use it. They gifted us the bag. They gifted us the Lawnmower 4.0. They gifted us the Weed Whacker, and they gifted us the crop. Advertising's easy. Crop Preserver, which I actually gifted to my brother-in-law this holiday season. Well, guess what? It's a new year, and it's a new you, and you need to shave all of it. You need to look the best, right, TJ?
Yep.
The best. So, get that Lawnmower 4.0. It's got the quiet stroke technology. It's waterproof up to certain depths, but good enough for the shower.
I've also heard the underwear is fantastic, anti-chafing.
Oh, anti-chafing indeed. I enjoy them very much. I could be wearing them right now. I'm not, but that's because I like missing out. All right, TJ? Sometimes you need to have absence in order to love what's coming
Appreciate
to
it
you.
more, right?
Exactly. I only have one pair. I need to get more. But this is the thing I use the most. You could tell by the battle damage on it. Look at the battle damage.
Yeah,
There's
it looks like it's used. Ew.
it's not the mocos. It's just the weed whacker. I use it for my ears, use it for my nose. It's wonderful and delightful. Be sure to go to manscaped.com. And then you put in the code MEX20, 20% off and free shipping on everything. You got that Christmas cash, got that Hanukkah cash, got that Kwanzaa cash. Kohl's cash doesn't work. But all that other cash, get yourself the resources to make a new you for a new year.
100%.
100%. Manscaped. Your balls will thank you. Manscaped.com. MEX20. Use the coupon code. Do it. It helps us. It supports us. You love us. So be sure to love us. Get some creams, lotions, fragrances. There's foot stuff. Your foot stank? You listen to this podcast. You might be a former athlete. Our feet did stank at one point. They probably still do. Get the foot stuff. Get all the stuff. Manscaped.com. Thank you for watching the show. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, thank you, Manscaped.
Thank you, Manscaped. You're wonderful. Thank you for the coupon code. Thank you for everything. And let's get back to the show. But I request that you pause, go use the code, then come back. We'll be right back after these other additional messages.
All right, guys, we're back with Pick'ems. It's going to be a little bit of a weird week because a lot of teams are playing for bullshit. And some teams are playing for really important shit. We'll see how it goes.
I'll just chime in and say last week was weird.
Last week
There was a
very
point where I
fucking
thought
weird.
the Jets were going to beat the Bucks. There was a point where I was pretty certain the Colts were going to win. It was not a good guessing week for me, but I don't think it was a good guessing week for a lot of people. So
I had a good week. Fuck you.
I met like a lot of people outside of you.
Everyone who's
The
not
general
just,
public.
just to look at, I added this thing where if we're wrong, it's red because we weren't super wrong, but some of us were. None of us saw, except for me, saw the Bengals beating the Chiefs. I just thought they were red hot.
That's true.
The Dolphins and the Titans went 50-50. Like, I picked the Dolphins to win, and I shouldn't have.
Tommy picked the Cardinals to beat the Cowboys.
Yeah.
You did. You got that one right.
And then everybody else didn't.
Yeah.
And then, like, another 50-50 game. But I want to say, like...
Oh, well, okay. I didn't do too bad.
No. I think it's I'm going to keep using the red. Not that it matters because there's only going to be like 3 games after this, 6 games. But yeah,
So what are the current total standings?
I didn't do the math for that. I will afterwards. I'm adding some mystery to it because next week we would not only have the reveal for who won the pick'ems. We'll have the reveal for who won the pick'ems for college because the college championship is on Monday.
Okay.
That's right.
It's a real tough battle between me and Gertz. At the bottom.
Yeah.
I mean, if you
Lonely at the bottom.
if you want to see.
There's a lot of green.
So I went this one the other way because we were wrong a lot.
We were wrong a lot.
There's
So
like
if it's-
50 games. 14
Well, I
different
only
flavored name games. I'm good.
I only picked 20 games for
And I got
one.
half of them
That's
right.
20
Hell
more
yeah.
than I know.
And then
Well, UCLA forfeited. Fuck them for letting me down that way.
and then these 3 games were just canceled. They didn't happen.
Didn't happen.
So that's not even fair.
That's not even a forfeit. It just
Yeah.
didn't exist.
So everywhere there's green, we were right. I'm going to reveal the math to that, but it's not great.
Okay, I can count that I got 10 right at this moment. That's half.
That is exactly the number of how many you got right.
That's more than half, considering half of them didn't get played. So I think I'm doing all right. Thank God. Because I didn't want to do whatever freaky shit the loser has to do.
I'm drinking a beer. I'll buy you all beers.
to not do weird shit.
I have enough money.
Well, I mean,
to
we
stop
said the
myself
loser
from
was going
doing
to do a
weird shit.
Manscaped ad, so we'll see how that goes.
True. but you were also say, like in like a maid outfit, right?
I was going to pick a milkmaid outfit. Now I'm not. I like Gertz and TJ too much.
New Year's happened, and
Once
you're
again,
like, I have no monies.
Paycheck's not struggling enough to where I can't buy my way out of this. So
Well, in that case, I hope you lose.
What was the maid outfit thing?
Gertz is like, hold up.
Marcos has
I feel pretty good about myself.
Milkmaid.
Please don't ruin my Google search history.
You have Antonio Brown, Gay Raider, and this.
You're
do have
good.
Gay
And Little
Raider.
Caesars. I mean,
Hey, I use my phone for that. All right, I don't desecrate my laptop. Oh my god!
Just a maid.
I could make that work.
I'd keep it for a Halloween costume.
I could make that work. I don't know about that. I already have plans for Halloween, but I could make that work.
I'm glad I don't have
It's
to.
all in the legs.
Wait, what is the chat? Is Tommy still taking the Steelers? The chat's requesting someone dresses up as a horny toad. I don't know where you find that.
Yeah, you have to 3D print that, friends. I don't know how to do that. That is a custom costume.
I can't contort my face the way Lamar is just born.
I can make my eyes start bleeding by watching the Raiders, but I can't do anything else.
What's the first game?
All right, so the first game is Sammy's rivals. It's going to be the Chiefs and the Broncos.
Chiefs.
Man, Broncos
Chiefs.
are not fun.
Yeah, Broncos aren't playing for anything. Chiefs.
They could be spoilers, but I don't think they will be.
And the Chiefs, I mean, they want to win to try to get the 1 seed. If they win and the Titans lose, they get the 1 seed, so they're gonna show up to play. I wish Tommy was here for this because, man, I wanted to throw the Titans being the 1 seed in his fucking face.
And the 49ers lost, so that would have been 2 things to throw in his
That's
face.
The
true.
Titans win.
If the they're currently the 1 seed. If they win their next game, they clinch it. And
The
AFC
Titans.
The Titans, yes.
The Titans.
That's how weird the AFC is.
Oh man, I cannot wait for next week.
I stand by.
Tell Tommy to stop being sick.
I said.
Get better.
I know. I want to watch that game with Tommy. And I said weeks ago that Mike Vrabel should be Coach of the Year. I maintain that. I still think he should be.
I mean, if the game's on Sunday, there's a chance we can all meet up at Pluckers. If it's not,
Hopefully he tests negative soon.
the Cowboys and the Eagles.
Eagles.
You know, I gotta go with the Cowboys.
I'm gonna go.
But that's
are you
just
picking the
because.
boys?
That's just because it's one more win before they lose.
Marcos, are you going, boys?
No, I'm actually going to pick the Eagles.
Then I'll go
I think
Cowboys.
I think the Mike McCarthy is going to fuck this up
Again?
Yes,
Yes.
I think he's going to make some bad calls, and we're going to enter the postseason very dejected, and we'll see what happens there. Especially since it's looking like we'll probably have to play the Cardinals again.
No.
Because you're playing in Philly.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a hostile environment for the Cowboys.
I say
They beat up their own fans. I don't like it there.
They beat up a peace hitchhiker robot.
Dude, they're
They
battery.
beat the hell.
They literally got a quarterback whose name is Hurts to literally show off their pain.
But he's the nicest person of the team.
The team is not the problem. It's everything around the team.
That's true.
It's Philadelphia as a whole.
So, like I said, we got a lot of bullshit games that don't mean anything. Washington versus the Giants.
Washington, the Giants are the worst thing I've ever witnessed on my television screen.
I cannot believe they're not firing Joe Judge. That makes me mad.
It's an embarrassment of a franchise.
They really like that dude.
I don't know why.
get why
They
they
fired their offensive. Jason Garrett was not the problem.
Yeah.
I'm still mad about that because he's just so nothing. He's neutral.
Yeah.
And they're winning when he was around. Kind of. They won like their first few
I
games.
mean, at a certain point, you want a tank.
Yeah, this is a tanky game.
For what? This draft sucks.
They want a defensive end. This draft is actually rich in offensive linemen. The Giants need one.
Ooh, we need him.
But these are divisional opponents.
Yeah.
They're gonna talk shit. And,
I hope that Washington beats their ass. I don't usually root for Washington.
because I cannot imagine a Ron Rivera coach team tanking. I can't
No.
imagine that. And
Well, they were a playoff contender like 3 weeks ago.
they were.
Yeah.
I thought they were going to make it. And also, I mean, wasn't it just last year Joe Judge was like said we will never tank?
Well, so much for that.
He's like, you'll never see that from the New York Giants. It was after Dougie P's thing in Philly. And he was like, you'll never see us do that. It's like, well, put up or shut up, you loser.
Washington Heist.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, God damn it.
For some reason, making millionaires do push-ups doesn't make you a better football team. Who would have thought?
Oh, you'd be surprised, right?
So this is slightly for something, might be a higher seed, the Bengals versus the Browns. But does it really matter? Like, I feel like...
They're not playing Baker Mayfield. They're probably not playing Joe Burrow either.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
So I guess still the Bengals.
Still the Bengals.
Is Joe Mixon playing? They're just going to let him run forever?
Hey
I
Siri,
don't
flip
know.
a coin. Tails is Browns. It's tails. I'm picking Browns.
I think I could see the Browns winning that game. If they put Case Keenum in there, that would be hilarious if he did light up the Bengals. But I'm leaning towards Bengals. I think the Browns are, even though it is a divisional game, the Browns are just so lost right now.
I think they want the loss.
The Bengals are riding high, and I think they're feeling good. So I expect them to play well, even if Joe Burrow doesn't play, which he probably won't.
They're going to play so conservatively so as to not get hurt.
Yeah,
It is a division match after all.
it is a divisional game.
I need to email Tommy to send me his picks. But on that note...
Because what? Wait, if the Bengals win, the Chiefs lose, and the Titans lose, do they clinch it?
No, because
I think they've lost more than what they need to get to that.
they could get a higher seed than the I think they could get a higher seed than the Chiefs because they win the tiebreaker between them.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, they're playing for number one in the bye.
No, they're not playing for number one. They're playing for number two.
Yeah, the Bengals can get
Bengals?
number 2. Yeah.
Oh, I got you.
I don't think they can catch the Titans, which is, let me see.
Insane to say.
I love that sentence. God damn it! I wish Tommy didn't have COVID. God. I wish COVID wasn't making him feel shitty, so I could make him feel shitty.
Next game we got. So these are teams that need some magic. Magic one being winning. The Steelers and the Ravens.
Steelers.
Ravens.
Really?
All things must maintain neutral.
Yeah.
You're wanting that 8-8-1. I don't blame you because it'd be hilarious.
It'd make me laugh so
8-8-1.
much. I told you,
No
you've got it
losing
in my
season.
mind,
Didn't say
and
you
I
had to
just
win.
had to. And I like once that tie happened, I've had to be on this train.
Look at Gertz. Look at he had no losing seasons.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean this is a winning one. That changes that definition.
They've had 500 with Tomlin before. I just wanted no losing season. As soon as they beat the Browns, I was dancing in my house. So I was like, no losing seasons for Tomlin. Fuck yeah. But I do think I'll pick them to beat the Ravens.
I saw the Ravens last week. Think they almost they played the Rams, right? Think they and
they almost beat
won.
the Rams.
Yeah, and I was like,
but for as shitty as Ben is, he's not going to throw 3 interceptions.
no.
No, he won't throw 3. He'll probably throw 1, but he won't throw 3.
But he does like to check down.
he does.
He does. He does like to throw to the turf too.
I see it in my head as a replay. It was 4th and 10. And it was a check down on red zone 10 to the goal. It was a check down. Never letting that go.
Just throw it up.
Next up,
I'm picking the Steelers, just as a heads up. I just think that they got a lot of momentum going in, and this is probably Big Ben's last game because they already said that they made all that pomp and circumstance of the last game being his last home game. So I think he's going to leave on a W, despite being a terrible human. But
I want him to leave on a loss. For the loser he is.
I want him to lose. I want it more now. I want it more.
another fucking bullshit nothing game. The Packers and the Lions.
I think the Packers win it because the loins are just that bad.
I will say.
I will say.
I do not like the Detroit Lions, but only one player there. Because actually, there's a receiver there, Amon-Ra, who was almost my attaboy, who's just performing phenomenally over there. He's becoming a stud, and I love to see that. Going with the Packers.
Yeah, I'm going with the
Not
Packers.
stupid.
Yeah, I'm going with the Packers.
I mean, because I think Aaron Rodgers is going to play. He says he wants to, but again, he's a liar. So
They could bench everyone and still win.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he wants to play because he really wants to seal up this MVP thing.
After that one guy called him a dipshit, or I don't like him because he's an asshole,
Call him the biggest jerk in the league.
or something like that. Yeah.
Colts haven't won in Jacksonville in 14 games. Can
Colts.
they change that?
Colts.
I think we have a chance to see history.
The Klutz. Let's go with the Klutz.
I'm going to go with the Colts.
You know, if the Colts win, you don't get to the playoffs.
Yeah, we do.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
they just higher seat than us.
I know if the Colts win, we don't get into the playoffs.
No, we tie break, I think, because I think we have the same record.
Because you beat them. I
Yeah,
think.
so we beat them, so we're fine. I don't need them to lose.
Steelers need the Jags to win. I don't think they will. I'm picking the Colts.
Unless the Jags are willing to make the right decision and bring back a certain head coach, they're going to lose.
Jesus. Let it go.
The Bears and the Vikings.
Oh, great.
The Kings.
The Bears. The Vikings just, I don't know what's happening with them.
I'm subscribing to your Kirk Cousins 500 magic. I mean, they won't quite be 500, but they'll be 8-9 if they win this. I am leaning towards the Vikings.
I'll go the Vikings, too.
I'm going Vikes.
Now, what would be great, if the Bears win this game, do you think they'd keep Matt Nagy?
Wait. No. I don't want that.
I think they would. I think they'd keep him if he wins this. They'd be like, man, it was such a dysfunctional thing with quarterback. And he actually has a winning record with any quarterback that's not Justin Fields.
Look what you did.
He has a
You
winning
did
record.
that.
He has a winning record with Nick Foles and Andy Dalton this year.
Bears.
Okay.
The Bears.
That is true. Nick Foles did walk out and throw a W last time he went. So
Big Dick Nick.
And you don't like calling him Young Herb, but Big Dig Nick is acceptable.
he earned that. He won a Super Bowl.
He was Super Bowl MVP, footlong Foles. Hell yeah, he earned that shit.
Young Herb does lots of young man things against your better and his better nature.
things.
Hey, you were young once too, Gertz. All right,
I never
You were
did.
once young Gertz.
Yeah,
It was about 2 years.
Once a thug, always a thug. Come on.
never did anything like fucking Young Herb. Jesus Christ.
That's because you haven't lived, and neither have I, quite frankly.
No, I've also stayed employed, unlike Young Herb.
It's a nice thing to be employed, yes.
That's true.
The Titans versus the Texans.
Oh, Titans all day.
We are the Titans.
Especially if they get King Henry back, which they might. He's off IR.
Yeah, the Titans have been winning without him, so plus him.
And
That's a monster.
That's a good warm-up game for the playoffs, honestly.
little tune-up.
because the Texans will go down swinging because it's a divisional opponent.
And for some reason, they pop off whenever they want to.
Yeah, and I think isn't the Houston Texans field, isn't it in a dome?
Yes.
Oh, Tannehill in a dome. I like that. Yeah, I'd go with the Titans.
I do want to see Derrick Henry. I do want to see him come back because I just want to see a Texan play, like us being like, yeah, the Texans are going to put up fighting for him to like just send that player back into the locker room.
back to the shadow realm.
Yeah, that was your last play in the league. You're going to the Canadian one.
Bye.
Yeah.
Fucking stiff arms him.
The next game we will have the Saints versus the Falcons. If the Saints win, they have a chance of getting into the playoffs.
I want the Saints to win.
I want the
Saints.
Saints, baby.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards Saints.
Also, looks like somebody talked for the first time in there.
No, Raking 23 picked the Cowboys a while ago.
Oh, sweet summer child.
Have you ever noticed how me and Marcos never have excitement in our voice when we're picking the Cowboys?
No, you've had your hearts broken too many times.
Like it's not as though
It's literally Des caught it moment. That's
it's ever been since then. I've just been like the league.
You can't hurt me anymore.
Oh, you talk about the league? Don't talk to me about the league, all right?
You had a racist coach. That was y'all's fault.
Look, you act like Jerry Jones is the fucking not racist motherfucker.
Whoa, he keep.
I mean, he has a
No, his emails haven't been leaked intentionally, all right? Look, they're all bad people.
Unintentionally.
They're all bad people.
Why are you standing up for
I'm not
Gruden?
standing up. I'm saying if one bad guy's going to get caught,
You die on that. You die on that hill alone.
if you want one bad guy to get caught, you catch all the bad guys. God
you
damn
stand
it.
on that hill.
First of all, you think I will shed a tear if Jerry Jones gets
That's where you're
caught
most
racist?
wrong.
No, look at. I'm not shedding a tear for Gruden. I'm not shedding a
like
tear
you
for
are.
Gruden. Gruden could go eat a butt.
I think you're still a little on the fence that it's like he's redeemable.
No, he's not. No, he absolutely isn't. Don't you put that on me. Gruden's a bad, bad man. Catch all the other bad, bad men
I'm gonna
on
change
purpose.
the pitch. I hope you know I'm gonna change the pitch on that. changed a little bit of the framing because when you say bad man, that could bad is good.
This ain't Michael Jackson bad. This is evil. The Washington football team. Who was Gruden sending those emails to? Where he was comfortable enough to speak like that?
Probably
was it
Jerry
the
Jones, but I don't
Cowboys?
Probably
care.
Jerry Jones.
I don't care.
Probably Jerry Jones. Is all I'm saying. Catch all the bad guys. That's all I'm
Hey,
saying.
look, right now,
What?
no, shut up. I said Gruden sucks. You should not be defending any part of
Who
this.
said I'm defending him?
Bro,
You did defend him the first time.
No, I said I want him to sue the shit out of all the people that
stop it. I don't want him to do anything.
sue
He
the
sucks.
shit out of the NFL. You're complacent in racism.
He actually does have a strong case.
He does. He really
Right,
does.
he got, and that's
Jokes
fine.
aside, yes.
He's an
He does.
evil man. He's
like,
stupid.
your guys were investigating the Washington football team, and I got fired. What the fuck?
Right, it's a cover up. Conspiracies, Gertz.
Two things can be true.
Two things can be true.
Yeah, he deserved to be fired. Also, the NFL should look to see if other people are acting.
Oh no,
No, they
I don't
know,
disagree.
Gertz. They know. They're just hiding it.
Yeah, they are.
Well, they had to flip a coin because they were like, Ron Rivera.
No,
he-
'cause
he
was
has
it-
he had cancer. He's a great guy.
yeah, I doubt Ron Rivera.
Ron Rivera's probably innocent. in all
He was
this.
not. He was not on that thread.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the fucking coach. Anyway, proceed.
All I'm saying is that when he said rubber lips, you were like, that's not what it meant.
Dude, that's so racist that it wasn't in my fucking comprehension, man.
He did say that.
I was like, what the fuck? That's a racist. That's how racist do you have to be to use 1940s racism?
Something so racist it just confuses you.
Yeah.
What?
No, it's like rubber lips. Who would be that racist was the
like-
question in my head.
I can tell just in the context and knowing what we know about this guy that it's more than likely very racist. I'm just befuddled by it. It's like, what the fuck?
It didn't make sense to me.
Yeah, the lips as
Did it?
thick as Michelin tires. I was like,
That shit was fucked up.
It's fucked up. It's awful. I agree 100%.
there's two senses that activate immediately for me. It's when niggas cough in a grocery store and when you say hidden racist, hey man, COVID's a real thing. Don't act like you don't have your Daredevil on. Like, I hear it. I was in aisle 13. I was like, man, that's an aisle 1 cough. I'm out.
That's from the diaphragm.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't like that.
that's a dairy aisle cough. I'm good. But yeah, and the second one is sensing racist, sensing obviously racist intentions.
Look, man, I'm from California. We're not racist over there.
Yes, obviously you are. Gruden was there.
No, he was in Las Vegas. To be fair, no, he was producing in somewhere, New York, maybe. Who knows? He was in TV at the time. I
Next.
forget where.
Have the spidey sense of racism.
Oh, there's an N-word coming.
I can sense someone typing rubber lips.
Rubber tires. Okay, cool. Lips. Oh no.
The Seahawks versus the Cardinals.
Cardinales.
The Cardinals.
We're almost done. I'm
Seahawks
sorry. This
suck.
rant's so long. I joked that we would spend 30 minutes just on AB. We spent an hour on
I
AB.
figured that would happen.
Yeah, he's a bad man.
It was the biggest story of the week and one of the biggest
Honestly,
stories of the
the
year. Yeah.
Panthers at the Bucks. They just almost lost to the Jets. Can Cam?
But they didn't. Bucks.
But they did.
Bucks.
And all it takes is people are like, "Oh, Tom Brady's playing with injured receivers." I'm like, he's never had a
I know.
receiving core in his life.
I almost picked Tom Brady as my attaboy for coming back and winning that game. After what happened in the middle of it,
That would be a warrant to lose. But I think that's what happened. I honestly think that they might have lost had AB not left.
I think it really was like the squad was like, yo, fuck that guy. We're gonna win this out of spite. We do not need him.
Yeah, to be honest, the Bucks should be thanking AB. They turned up.
I mean, that team is probably pretty unified now, I would think. No one's siding with AB.
No, not from the team. From the internet. Next,
Pats at Dolphins.
the Dolphins are weird right now.
Fucking
dude.
Dolphins. Why not? Tua.
Pats.
Are they have no chance to get in, right?
What?
Dolphins.
No, the
chance?
Dolphins are eliminated.
So then I think Tua is going to be like, fuck it, spoiler alert, let's get out of this piece.
I think Belichick wants to establish dominance.
I do too.
The only problem is that the Dolphins are his kryptonite, but I'm also picking the Pats to win.
I'll
Yeah.
take the Dolphins.
This is weird. Like I think that we're gonna break even. No one's gonna pull ahead in picks. Like I said, in the last two games are the ones that matter the most. The 49ers versus the Rams.
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 This is a hard one for me because
I hate Matt Stafford right now.
Kyle Shanahan, as much as I dislike how much, I don't dislike him on a personal level.
I do.
I dislike how gets so much credit for achieving not that much compared to like other coaches who have done more than him.
Oh,
But he owns Sean McVay. I think he's beaten him like 4 out of 4 times, something like that. But I do think the Rams. Like I think I'm leaning towards the Rams, though. If the Niners win, I'm going to be kicking my own ass.
this is a 50-50 game.
Yeah, I could see it going either way, but the Rams, I think.
They're just as a unit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, also I think they didn't have Odell the last time they played.
No.
So they've got a better receiving core now.
And man, he only got 4 catches because Cooper Kupp's there.
Yeah.
No shit.
But they're big
but they're
catches.
good catches.
Yeah,
they were hands grabbed. Were you watching the game? Yeah, like there was a.
I've seen the highlights.
Oh, there was first. It was not even the touchdown. The touchdown was awesome, but it was the first down. His reach, it was a really good catch. So yeah, I think they're in a good spot.
Yeah, so I'm leaning towards Rams. I'm gonna go with them.
One note that I forgot to add about the Cowboys game way back when, Micah Parsons is in COVID protocol.
He is.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks. I'm glad I picked the Eagles. You might want to reconsider.
No, it's fine.
The last game, a game that matters a lot to the host, the Raiders and the Chargers.
You know why I'm here.
Chargers.
Fuck you.
I'm going Chargers.
Ye of little faith.
I'm also going Chargers.
Ye of little faith.
You got to give me a reason to believe.
Pick a number, 1 or 2.
2.
Chargers.
The cheese stands alone.
It's funny. Originally,
I want you to win, but also not because I need y'all to lose to the Colts.
We also have Chargers fans in the chat. The
all
chat
one
also
of
picks
them?
the Chargers.
Cool. Love him. Love that guy. I think he messaged me on Instagram.
Josh
That's the
Man
worst.
forever?
That's the worst fucking mistake you could do is talk shit to me in my fucking inbox on Instagram about the fucking Raiders
bro,
Chargers.
be nice
I will
to our
lose.
fans.
I was nice to him, but I did not want to be. I almost called him a slur. He said nothing wrong. I almost made one up.
Which one?
This white guy. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, not one of those. I'm not John Gruden here. Come on.
I don't know, man.
Josh, I'll be your friend. It's okay. I don't care if
Fucking
the
dirty
Chargers.
Charger fans. You fucking gross me out.
Stop being mean.
What?
stop antagonizing your audience.
They're not my audience if they're Charger fans. They're your guys' audience. They're not watching me. I'm a Raider fan.
I was about
They
to
should
say,
hate
you're
me just as
barely
much.
on this podcast.
They
This
should
is your
hate
third
me.
time on.
They should hate me just as much.
No.
I need it.
It's funny. Originally, I picked the Raiders to win. I must have been drunk.
Sipping on those Trulies like you are. Yeah, more alcohol you get, the more you believe in the Raiders.
What Trulies are you talking about?
We don't condone alcoholic activity here at the Mexcellence, actually.
But we do it anyway.
That being said, I would be down, because this is the Sunday night game, I would be down to go to the Raider bar and...
If we take the proper COVID protocols, goddamn it, we're at number 5. We're in fucking stage 5 of COVID
stage
protocols in
5.
Austin, man.
Yeah, but
30% of people have it.
you can go outside.
The Raider bar's not outside.
Yes, it is. They have an outdoor section with couches and shit.
I also have a fairly spacious home, so there are options.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, okay.
We can
I
consider.
don't want to ruin your furniture.
I don't
He's
I
gonna
will
take.
throw
He's gonna
myself
take a
into
piss on your
Oh,
couch.
actually,
Yeah.
you're right.
I will destroy the furniture. I don't even like watching Raider games in my house. I will destroy my own furniture. That's why I don't have no furniture, Gert. Yeah, Gertz.
You destroyed it all.
Yeah.
I used to have a second couch.
Yeah, I had 2 couches.
No, I'm kidding.
I belly flopped into one of them, tore it in half
The last
because
time
we missed an
went to the
onside
Raider
kick.
bar, when you like a lanyard.
Yes, a lanyard. I don't use lanyards. I appreciate the gift and it meant a lot to me.
All right, give it back.
Okay. Give it back.
Great combo today,
what are you
guys.
gonna
I'll give it to a Raider fan that enjoys it.
Yeah. What is that? What are the bar patrons going to see? It's like, wait a minute. That guy won a lanyard. Where the hell is it?
I know where it's at. I
Why isn't he using it?
I kept it in the places I like my lanyards.
Bro, you don't put your keys on a lanyard like a
Because
cool
I'm not
kid.
a fucking defensive end coach in high school, all right? Those are the only motherfuckers that
Whistle
use
in one hand,
lanyards.
spinning the key.
That and Marcos. No, that's not a real lanyard. That's a little lanyard.
Yeah, because I took off the long piece.
Exactly. Marcos is the only person I know he has a Red Raider fucking thing, and he still loses his keys.
Little Spyro the Dragon lanyard I got for Christmas.
Yeah, that's actually way cooler than a Raider lanyard.
Yeah,
Shut
Spyro would be better at football.
I whip you.
Stop it!
That
He thought it was nice.
It hurts.
Oh no, I can't do that.
No,
to
you can't.
Not gonna.
you were about to.
No, there was a conversation that we had silently, and we settled that I was never going to do it.
Yeah, I gave you every eye indication that you shouldn't go down the path of thoughts you're going.
And 5 Trulies is not enough to not listen to that eye conversation.
Good night, everybody. Thank you for coming to the Commitment to Excellence.
Oh, shit. Oh, no, sorry.
It's a shit show.
How did you do that? Never mind.
I hit the picture.
That being said, I think the football podcast will now be moving on to Thursdays because there is no longer any Thursday night football. And yeah, so join us Tuesday for probably a Sing Countdown.
We'll see you then. Bye.